Hello, my name is Harlow. I'm one of the 7 game runners for the Portent Kast second season of Summer of TTRPGs. The Portent Kast is a queer, female, and non-binary actual play show where we play TTRPGs of all sorts, and you are tuning into episode 3 of this year's summer project. This is a series meant to help TTRPG players get to know different niche RPGs that normally don't get played on actual play podcasts, tabletop games you might not have heard of before. Today we are going to be playing Melody of a Never-Ending Summer. It's a very fun game where we play as teens on a ranch populated by little monsters, like pocket monsters, perhaps digital monsters even. Raising them, getting to know one another. It's a game all about summers, making friends, tearful goodbyes. It's really sweet. We are playing a really truncated version because it's a one-shot. The game has rules for one-shots, and we're going to be using those. But I highly recommend you check out the game. There's actually a new version out now with like its own bespoke cards, graphics. It's really cool. It's pay what you want on itch.io. Have at it. My name is Harlow. I think I said that already. My pronouns are edits. I'm going to be running the game. And my players are now going to introduce their lovely selves, starting with you.
My name is Ava. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm also playing Letitia, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, I am Ezra. I use he, a pronouns. I will be playing Isabel, aka Izzy, who uses any and all pronouns. She does not care at all. She is just a being. A girl in the world, if you will.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Janice, and I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing Jed, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I use she, they pronouns. I am playing Ashton, who uses he, they pronouns.
Great.
Hello, my name is Tez. I use she, her pronouns, and I'll be playing Ruby, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Excellent. I'm very excited to meet them all proper. But to finish out this little intro, you can find all of our social medias linked in the description below, as well as the nearly 20 other players participating in this project. A lot of people with some amazing projects of their own to go look at, check out. You can also keep updated with this project and anything the Portent Kast does by following us on Twitter, TikTok, subscribing to our YouTube. I think there might still be a MySpace page, so check that out as well. Without further ado, let's get into this episode of A Summer of TTRPGs.
This episode of the podcast contains adult language, content, perilous situations, arson, fire, mention of drugs, and tearful goodbyes.
You are in the beautiful, eternally autumnal village of Renaissance. It always has these beautiful fall aesthetics to it. The trees are perpetually orange. The leaves are always falling. Rake sales through the roof in Renaissance. But it's gorgeous. You get all the seasons. Right now it's summer, so nice hot weather, but with these beautiful autumnal again vibes. The town has everything you could ever want. Owlbear back riding, a heat rock, but for people. There's a haunted cornfield and many other things that I'm sure we will explore. But we're going to hone in on one particular location that is very important to our players, the Lemonade Ranch. This is a ranch for raising little creatures called Mons, which are very important in this world. They're little magical critters with their own powers that are elemental in nature. Each of our players is currently raising a Mon of their very own. But this ranch is host to a laboratory for studying Mons, a fully functional farm. There are centers for Mon rehabilitation, as well as some other fun little locations. A big treehouse that no one remembers building, a big wall of ivy growing on the side of this gorgeous farmhouse where you all have been staying. It is absolutely beautiful here. It is currently the last 2 weeks of summer. you guys have spent an amazing summer here, meeting your mons, bonding with them, bonding with each other, forming lifelong friendships. But the summer is coming to a close, and unfortunately, you do have some projects left to finish. In addition to your usual ranch work, there is a rec center that fell into disrepair. You guys have volunteered to help fix it up after saving it from being demolished by the evil Countess Bucci Flagrante. There is also an arson that you guys are investigating. Local business, the Renaissance Roadhouse, burned to the ground mysteriously. And the five of you have been on a real, I think Encyclopedia Brown is open license, some real Encyclopedia Brown stuff, trying to get to the bottom of that. Those are your only real goals, though. The rest of this summer can play out however you all see fit. What I would like to do is I would like to go around to each of you, and I would like to have you describe to me just a nice memory you have from the preceding summer. You've had almost 2 months together to bond, get to know each other. So let's talk about what you've been through so far. Let's start with Jed. Jed, what's something that you remember from the summer that you really enjoyed?
I remember Ashton and I going out to the haunted corn maze and purposely scaring people.
Excellent. Ashton, what about you? Apologies.
Ashton remembers pranking all of the other individuals by putting those like pop rocks under everyone's bed. So when they laid down, they got a little surprise at the very beginning.
Or like the little snapper, like the dollar fireworks? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I might kill somebody if that happened to me. Izzy, what about you?
Trying not to kill Ashton after that prank. No.
Fair.
Definitely. Like, very much reprimanded Ashton and Jed for all of it, but like you can kind of tell they kind of like snicker a little bit at all their antics, and I feel like that's like a big memory for them, and also just like hanging out in the treehouse, because it's like this is a nice quiet place. Like we don't talk about the creepy shit about this house. This is just a treehouse. This is my quiet place.
Yeah.
Leave me be.
All right. Letitia, what do you remember from the summer?
I think one of her favorite memories is lounging on that beautiful giant heat rock and just soaking in just the wonderful warmth and maintaining her summer skin instead of that winter skin that no one wants.
Right. The heat rock might be my favorite aspect of the town. Just there's this big lizard heat rock, but for people. What a fantastic invention. And last but certainly not least, Ruby, what do you remember from summer?
I feel like Ruby finally learned how to loosen the tight, high-waisted pants, take off the turtleneck. There's something underneath it, and just let loose a little bit. Probably definitely joined Letitia on the heat rock and got a tan for the first time in her life.
Wow. Beautiful. Fantastic. I am going to actually open. We will get into the way gameplay works in a second, but I'm going to open on kind of a more free-form roleplay thing, because what I want to open on is the five of you sat around the table in this farmhouse. It is early in the morning. You're all having breakfast of various kinds. I imagine it is like very like exotic looking, because like this world is populated by mons, so like the eggs are like this glittery blue, the milk is green. It's very strange. You're getting used to it, but it tastes less like the normal stuff, so it suits you just fine. And as we kind of like pan around this table, this big like round wooden dinner table that you're all having breakfast around, we see crouched next to each of your chairs is your mons. So why don't you go around? I'll call you up. Tell me about your mon, and what it looks like and what its deal is. That's a broad question, but I have faith in you to answer it. Starting with Letitia. What's Letitia's mon like?
Letitia's mon is a planetee, or a plant manatee, as it were, named Zendaya, for no reason whatsoever. Essentially, it's just a manatee that is covered in vines and flowers and moss that just happens to just be able to function on land, kind of just like, I guess, moving somewhat seal-like, I guess is the best way to describe how it moves. Or if there's a giant tank that is available just to transfer, it's just chilling in there. And she's slow, but she just goes with the flow with everything. Just here for the vibes, just like Letitia.
It's so cute. I love the Plantatee. Izzy, what's Izzy's mon like?
It's like about 2.5 feet tall, and it's like light blue and white, sort of kind of like a deer. And it has like spots of like glowing spores, and on its tail, and you can see like on the back of its legs are like blue glowing mushrooms. And any like scar or injury it has healed, and also is kind of like bioluminescent as well. And it has like big pink eyes, like a little pink scarf and a pink flower. And Izzy has not named this mon. Like they met this mon like the beginning of summer and kind of like nursed it back to health, but like has been calling it Doe for like John Doe or Jane Doe, but like hasn't necessarily, like it's just a placeholder name. They don't want to get too attached.
Right. Jed, what's Jed's mon like?
Jed's mon is a small little purple opossum named Reggie. And Reggie's just a regular opossum, but purple.
Okay. KISS, baby. Keep it simple. I love it. Ashton.
So Ashton's mon is named Felix. It's a little firefox, essentially. Not to be confused with the internet browser.
Uh-huh.
But, very, yeah, it's a firefox.
Yeah.
It goes from yellow to orangish hues, depending on its temper. So yeah.
Nice. Everybody should be using Firefox, by the way. It's the best way to keep your information safe online. Ruby. What's Ruby's mon like?
Ruby's mon is a little furry, mammalian, kind of creepy little guy. He looks like the mix between like a raccoon and a beaver, like sharp teeth, but also like kind of like a flat tail that can be used for like smacking things or like stuff like that. Sharp claws. Just kind of looks like a little varmint. And his name is Garbage Mon, but I call him Garby. And I am currently feeding him one of the extra forks that's on the table because he likes to eat metal. Leftover food is good too, but like metal is like a delicacy for this little guy.
Right, ideal. I love all your little critters. Y'all did a very good job designing them. Alright. I think that is all the scene setting we absolutely have to do. So I'm going to let you guys get into a little bit of roleplay. We're going to explore the space together. So I'm just going to open the floor to you guys. Maybe if someone wants to describe, how their character acts in the morning. Are you a early riser, or have you become one over the summer, given the tough ranch life you've been living? I'll pick somebody at random. Whatever. It's a game. I can do that. Ruby. You will begin the scene.
Probably while I'm feeding Garbage-Mon and like finishing eating myself, I'll like. I assume there's some sort of like Roostermon or something like twittering outside.
No, absolutely. Yeah, there's a large rooster with like a snake tail, just up on a weather vane, cawing.
Yeah, and I'll take another extra piece of silverware and I'll like throw it at him and I'll be like, "Stop it!" And the Garbage-Mon will just skitter towards it to get the spoon and eat it.
Like out the window.
Yeah, just like Scott Pilgrim, like.
He disappears from the scene. As the scene progresses, we will see them scuffling in the background over the fork.
I'll go back to trying to solve the daily Wordle and getting frustrated that I can't figure it out.
I don't know why I kind of didn't expect you guys to have phones. I guess it makes sense. It's the modern day.
Izzy looks over Ruby's shoulder, kind of gets it immediately, and then just goes back to whatever he's doing.
There'd be 3 vowels.
Doesn't say anything.
That's too many vowels for a 5-letter word.
My opossum Reggie turns over me and just goes, "Meow, meow," like he gets it, he knows what's going on.
I got an A+ in grammar, but I can't figure this out. I was hooked on phonics.
Mm-hmm, clearly.
Oh, by the way, Reggie can read, apparently.
Hold on.
Reggie knows how to read and does Wordle every day.
Sure.
No, Reggie's got a username that's like above mine on the Wordle board, like the leaderboard, and I like can never figure out like who it is. I'm like, dang it. Regman419, I'll get you someday.
That's his secret username is Regman?
No.
I'm gonna cry.
No, it is.
Meanwhile, Felix like senses your frustration and like your frustration's growing. So he kind of like stands underneath where your phone is essentially, and like as your frustration starts growing, he starts turning from like a yellow to like more of an orangish, and you feel your phone getting a little hot in your hand.
Dude, thank you, but no, not right here, man. Here, does anyone have like some charcoal or some wood I can feed him?
Oh, none of this is happening to Izzy.
I have like...
They're writing in their journal.
I don't have the newest one, so it's gonna overheat in like 5 seconds.
Hands you the journal.
It's
only flammable.
I spent my extra allowance on a crystal growing kit, okay?
Why?
Because it was cool and it was science.
Did you grow the crystals?
Yeah, but then they died somehow, which I didn't think was possible, but I should have known because...
Well, did you water them?
Did you put them under the moonlight?
I didn't know what you're supposed to... This was from like Universal Geographic TM. Like, they just told me to put the powder in the dish and wait. So I did.
Were those real crystals?
Do they not give you real crystals?
Unbeknownst to you,
crystals.
Unbeknownst to you, you actually bought real crystals, but like every night, Felix would like warm up the powder and basically make it useless. So like nothing was happening.
Why do I kill everything I touch?
While we're having this conversation, Reggie has taken your phone and finished the Wordle. And then slipped it back into your hands, so you think you did.
To help with the distractions, Zendaya has just like flopped over and like is now like just sitting on like has her head on like your lap, being like, well, just so cute. And so Manatee, like, you can pet her.
It was Hammer this whole time.
The collective gaslighting.
Hammer with 5 letters.
H-A-M-E-R.
and three vowels.
Apparently it's a German verb.
Oh.
Wow, you learn something new every day.
Oh my god.
German wordle.
Pure guessing. I'm still 500 points below Regiman. I am willing to find that whatever this. I bet he's some sort of like Oxford professor or something. I'm gonna stalk him on Google.
Meanwhile, he is actually an Oxford professor. It's like a Perry to Bible.
Reggie in a little tie.
Reggie puts on a bolo hat and goes to Oxford.
And his name is Reginald.
He's sitting at the table, by the way, eating like with a fork and knife.
This is great. I'm not actually have to do any GMing. I can just let you guys loot.
Tisha actually turns to look at that and be like,
He has like better posture than all of us.
I taught him manners, doesn't he look great?
Did he fold his napkin into a crane?
Yeah, I didn't teach him that one, so I don't know where he learned it.
That's crazy.
Izzy's trying to do it with her own napkin.
Yeah, like how does that even work?
I have no idea, but the way he does it makes it look so cool.
As you guys.
While this is going to her.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I got 2 6s. She's the one that taught him how to make the crane.
Wow, yeah.
I want to learn that.
As you guys are having this conversation about napkin folding, an older woman shuffles into the room. She is, I don't know how old people are. She's old enough to be old, but not old enough for you to be worried about it.
Yeah, like a solid 56?
Totally, absolutely. 56. Great, right on the money.
He said it so confidently.
A solid 56.
Solid 56?
Solid 56. Solid 10 as well, by the way.
Like not a sign of AFib or heart failure in sight. This woman is solid.
Nah, she eats her Cheerios.
She hasn't even needed one joint replacement.
She eats Activia like Jamie Lee Curtis.
She enters the kitchen. She has gray hair. She is wearing a little scarf around her neck and has on a little like farmer looking outfit. And trundling along behind her is a fat little mon that looks like a tiny like what do you call those little ponies? Like
Shetland pony?
Pony,
like
yeah,
the miniature ones.
like a Shetland pony-sized water buffalo with like these like white streaks running down his fur.
happy.
This is my happy place.
Yeah, I did lie to you guys and say that he was dead. He's not dead. He's around. This is Granny Giselle, also known as just Gran to you. She is the owner and proprietor of the Lemonade Ranch and the person who took you guys on for this little summer camp / volunteer position you guys have been doing. She is very hands-off with you, kind of lets you do what you want as long as the projects get done. And like most of the projects around the ranch like are done. It's the last 2 weeks of summer. The only projects you have left are kind of stuff you've taken on for yourself. So she's incredibly happy with you guys. She loves you very much. And she walks in with a kind of sad smile on her face, and she says, "Good morning, dears." And you see that in her left hand, she is holding a little manila envelope, and she says, "Well, it's your last 2 weeks here. I'm going to miss you very much, but I did go ahead and pick up your train tickets for you to get home, so I'm dropping those off for you." And she puts the envelope on the table and looks around at all of you like with just like absolute adoration, you little scamps. The little water buffalo is doing this, but until he scans to the window and sees the garbage mon wrestling with the the rooster out there and gets like a little scowl on his face. And she says, "It never lasts as long as I want it to. I meet the most astounding people, and well, I don't want to get all sappy on you, but thank you for everything you've done."
Please be sappy. I love when you're sappy. It makes for such amusing poetry.
Scathing too.
Do you roast her in your poetry?
No, it just fills me with so much kindness.
Oh.
And by scathing, I mean more affecting. Although I do feel like you exaggerate me a little bit. I don't ramble quite as much.
That's true, but it makes for good storytelling.
Well, I love reading every single one. And she kind of says, well, I'm don't really have any more tasks for you to do around the ranch. I know you've got your own things you wish to do, so feel free, come and go as you please. If I think of anything that I need help with, I'll absolutely let you know, but I intend to spend the last 2 weeks parked right in that rocking chair on the porch, and I will get up only to go to the Sasha Fierce Donkey show and to tell you goodbye.
You deserve it, Gran.
Mhm.
We'll cultivate the most beautiful donkey just for you, and she will be Sasha.
And she
Oh,
will
I
be
didn't-
fierce.
And she will.
And she will be fierce.
I didn't know you intended on entering.
We're keeping it a surprise, but now that we're almost there,
Well, that's
I wanna make sure
fantastic.
you show up.
Well, I'm very excited to see what you end up doing. If you need a donkey to use, feel free to go out to the stables and pick your candidate.
We already did.
Ah, fantastic. Well, fantastic. I'll leave you all to it. It sounds like you have a lot of preparation to do. And then she goes to the calendar, which calendar appears on your screen in bright yellow because that's a game mechanic. And marks down 2 events, which we are going to go over now. So you have 14 in-game days left in summer, which, depending on time, we might kind of shift past a little bit if we absolutely need to. But what we absolutely will not skip is your events and your projects. So the projects can be completed anytime. The 2 projects currently on your agenda are the your project to save the rec center and your podcast to podcast. Geez, your
Podcast. We started one.
your yeah, to finish your podcast. No,
We call
to
it
that's great branding. Taken, unfortunately. To investigate the arson of the Renaissance Roadhouse, which you have made a decent amount of progress on. We'll get to that in a little bit. But the 2 events on the calendar in 7 days, so at the end of the first week, there is the Sasha Fierce Donkey Pageant, a lovely beauty show hosted by some of the town's big faces, and the icon of which is, of course, Sasha Fierce, the what I have written down in these notes here, the big sexy donkey. Y'all said it, not me.
I mean, technically, you just said it.
Well, not first. And then the other event is your goodbye party, which is at the end of the second week. So you have 14 days, and this is the very first one. So if you guys want to continue talking at the table, we can do that. Or if we want to move on and start our first round of gameplay proper, we can do that as well. Maybe you guys...
Who won between the rooster and the moth?
This is important information.
That's how we'll, don't worry, that's how we'll close out this scene.
Oh yeah.
It's like as we're leaving the cafeteria, it's like we gotta know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like playing some spoons together to try and summon Garby back. It's like, all right, he's been out there for too long.
Yeah, actually, maybe now might be a good time for you guys to sort of discuss how you want to spend these last 2 weeks. Maybe there's certain things you absolutely want to do together. We can talk about that now, in character. In some sort of, you can play some sort of role.
Man, we really gotta save the rec center.
Well, I need to figure out.
Aren't we?
Maybe we can gut the old burnt down roadhouse and use some of the stuff in there for the rec center.
Yeah, we said that we were going to solve the arson mystery. We didn't say we would fix it.
I mean, yeah.
I think fixing it is kind of a good thing to do, though.
I don't think we got time
like,
to fix it.
Does it deserve fixing, because
No.
they banned Jet and all?
Yeah, that place was full of meanies.
That's
and...
still a... That's... Okay, very important question. Does Izzy happen to know if the Renaissance Roadhouse was like a small like a family restaurant, or if it was a franchise.
Or is it a chain?
No, it was like a
Sorry.
franchise. It's like it was like this big like restaurant where you would go. There was like a bar. There were like a ton of like exotic nuts and barrels that just kind of sat out there in the open.
The
There
ducks
were
all over the floor.
yeah, sports on the TV. I mean, it like listen, maybe not the greatest loss in the world, but one that you absolutely must avenge.
They made us learn how to dance in school. It was humiliating.
I liked
No, no.
learning to dance, actually.
It was nice to learn.
That's
I
fun.
have 2 left feet.
Yeah, dancing was great. I'm not allowed back there unless we find out who burnt the place down.
Okay, let's.
Oh, I didn't know there was conditions to your band. That's nice.
No,
I thought
no,
it was
no.
just
Okay.
like,
It's not like they didn't say, "Hey, figure it out." It's like, "Hey, I need to prove that I'm innocent so I can go back and get their fried pickles."
Oh.
All
their
right,
fried
I
I
pickles.
liked
Fried
their
pickles?
bread.
it's good though. It's good.
If
fried
anything, we need to save the Renaissance Roadhouse, not because for the people who own it. It's a franchise. Fuck chain franchises. But the rolls and the fried pickles,
I was about
I
to
will
say.
solve a crime for.
It's,
And if we
it's
can
not
like
on that-
discover the secret recipe, we could
And then
keep
make
the
it
recipe.
ourselves?
Yes.
And it's our own restaurant?
That way we don't have to go there.
Exactly.
And we can ban people from our roadhouse.
Mhm.
The Renaissance Roadhouse is going to have a renaissance.
It's such a grim cycle when the oppressed become the oppressors.
This is what happens when you give teenagers power.
Yeah.
Ashton just looks over at Jed and is like, wait, they think you burned it down?
But so not me by myself, but me and Reggie. They think that we both burnt it down.
But he's such a distinguished gentleman.
I
How
know
could they
he could
think that?
read.
Is
I
it
don't
'cause
know.
He was lighting one of his pipes at the time.
Ooh.
You know, that wasn't helping.
Because I know he likes his pipe because he looks so fancy with it, and I'm like,
He does.
that
He
makes
looks
sense.
really fancy with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that may have not helped my case. But I think it's just because he's an opossum. You know, they look at him and think he's like for the streets.
For the streets.
He's
But he
so
can-
distinguished.
He can do Wordle.
They think this possum is a whore.
No, they think he like eats in garbages. He doesn't eat garbage.
Oh,
And that's a
Eating in garbages.
Yeah, and because he smokes a pipe and eats garbage, he suddenly burnt the place down. I also may have yelled at someone once and said that I was gonna burn them down, but that was out of anger and I was right.
So we just gotta
Oh,
make
hold
sure
on.
there's no pipes on the premises, and your name is cleared.
Yeah.
So, I get. Do they have like? Do you know what type of evidence they have on you? Because like, just going based off of knowing people, it would be a bit more understanding if like maybe they blame Ashton, but they didn't blame Ashton. They blamed you. So
Mhm.
like, what proof do they have against you?
It's all circumstantial. Your Honor?
yeah. They don't have much on you. But here is what you have found so far in your investigations. All right. It's not much. You have found a half-melted pair of spectacles, like little round, like Benjamin Franklin type spectacles. You have found what looks like it's like a curved piece of wood, like perhaps like the top of a cane or like a door handle that doesn't match any other doors. And you have found a strip of cloth about yay big. I'm making. Is this a foot? Feels like a foot. It's about a foot long. That is like it's like a black triangle made of silk.
Like a what do you call it? Like a pocket handkerchief.
Similar material, but like frayed on the ends. It looks like it maybe was torn off a piece of clothing.
And what was the second one? The wood?
It's like a curved piece of wood, small, like it like fits in your hand, and looks like maybe it could have been like the top of a can or like a door handle that doesn't match any of the other doors in the roadhouse. The interior of the roadhouse is it is still like a standing structure, but like the inside of it is like pretty burnt out. Like there's like some stuff you could recover. The bar is mostly fine, but like the actual like seating areas, kitchen, all that done for.
Yeah, so none of this kind of lines up back to me. I think they just don't like me and Reggie. Now, are we loud and obnoxious? Maybe. But I can't help that, alright? It's who I am.
I do want to take a quick, I want to take a quick canon check for the people at home. So Reggie can read, master origamist, Oxford professor,
My day.
secretly secretly an Oxford professor, excellent at Wordle, smokes like tobacco.
Do possums have thumbs? How is he able to hold it?
I mean, they're pretty grabby, so like.
Yeah.
Huh. Fascinating.
All right. Aside from your projects, do you guys want to discuss any other activities you may want to do in the week, or do you want to just figure that out as we go?
What do we still need to do for the rec center?
So that one, basically what you have with the rec center is just a big empty. So it's kind of your task to fill it up with useful items, decorate it. I'm letting you guys kind of freestyle that one. So like basically you're playing Sims with this building, making it something that the people of the town can enjoy.
Just saying, the roadhouse had a bunch of like tchotchke decorations. The whole rec center shouldn't be filled with them, but I think like one or two would like add a little bit of charm.
Would it be a good image though to use the
It's so burnt,
decorations
you
from
can't
the
recognize
burnt down
it.
roadhouse
We can repaint
in
it.
the rec center?
I could give the caveat. They have not made an attempt to fix it yet. Meaning they're probably trying to do a redesign, so they're gonna just get rid of it anyway.
Yeah, I think they counted it as a loss, especially
fair.
because they know that the potential suspect is still in the area.
Looking at Chet. Yeah.
It wasn't me, guys.
Well,
I
we
was
have to
just-
prove that.
No, this works for us. This means they're not going to try anything. The roadies or whatever the people who run it are called.
The roadies.
The roadies.
The roadies, yeah.
The rodents?
The
Is that what you
rodents.
said?
The
No,
That's
roadies.
right. No? Okay, well, I'm giving you credit anyway because that's really funny. And I'm really funny for it, but you get the credit for
fully
it.
said that.
Yep.
The rodents?
They might as well be. They were always lurking. Anytime I would order a basket of rolls and they'd just sit there and stare at me because I was doing homework.
Is that
And
why
it
the
felt really
place is
different.
always covered in nuts?
Yeah.
This is the only joke Izzy has made the entire summer.
I applaud. Reggie and I are clapping.
Yeah, there's like a beat and like a cold wind blows through the window, everyone like a shiver, and then
There's just a in the.
all right. I do want to get into gameplay fairly soon. Is there anything to discuss before we enter the proper gameplay cycle?
Oh, for the rec center, we should put something in there that kind of represents all the big stuff in town. Maybe that could be a good
That would be a good idea.
little starting.
Little stations.
Yeah, little thing for like the corn maze and
It's like
for
career day at
Sasha
school, but
Fierce.
actually fun.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Excellent. Anyone else have anything they want to say before we move on to scenes?
We should try to leave our own mark for the rec center, so whatever gift we want to leave to town, seeing how I don't know. Are we gonna visit? Maybe yes, maybe no. But they should remember how wonderful we were.
I love that.
Absolutely. Last call while you're at the table. Everybody's almost finished with their breakfast. The green milk is getting cold. Or warm. It's supposed to be. No, the green milk is served hot. It's getting cold. Oh,
It was a steel chair.
one more time, please.
The rooster comes in with the steel chair.
Garby, get out of there, man. You gotta know when to quit.
At
I don't
one
know when to
point,
quit.
like before everyone gets up, Ashton kind of turns to Jed. Hey, you want to set off fireworks after the party? Or the pageant? Should we do fireworks after the pageant or the party?
Oh, the pageant would have been great if Gran wasn't going to be there, but now Gran's going to be there because we're now going to be a part of it, I guess.
I mean, yeah, but we could still like set off fireworks because it's like whoever wins, hey, congratulations, you win, right?
True. But then imagine how big we can go if we went for the party.
It's true. That's very true. Okay, so fireworks after the party.
Fireworks after the party for sure.
Okay.
I'm worried. Like a small bomb is going to go off at the party.
No, I didn't do the arson, and I won't do that.
Just be careful with your pyrotechnics.
As you guys finish discussing this, in the background, we see the rooster gaining the upper hand, has a garbage one wrapped up in the snake tail. It breathes a bout of fire, but the garbage one suddenly turns invisible, disappears, and then the fork just levitates away from the rooster, and something scrambles through the window and back into the kitchen.
You did your best, man. You did your best. Good try.
It solemnly begins gnawing on the legs of the table.
All right.
You know,
You'll
he's
get him next
gotten
time.
better at that. Usually the rooster wins, so he got away this time. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to, work on just boundaries
Yeah.
and knowing when enough is enough. It's helped him with his diet too. He used to eat like a container a day, and now we're doing good. We're snacking.
Yeah, we ran out of forks a lot this summer.
Yeah, I had to go to the store so many times, and he'd eat half of them on the way back. We're better now, right? And he's just like gnawing on me.
All right, we're gonna get into the gameplay loop now. So, for the people at home, I will do a brief explanation. The players know a little bit more, and I'll explain anything I need to explain as we go. Essentially, the way this game works is we have a deck of cards, and has everyone already drawn a... How many cards did I say? Oh no. 20 cards. I did. It's in the guide. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh.
I'm very well prepared. And I know everything.
Do we put them face up or face down, or does it matter?
You can look at them. It is a 20 card hand because this is a one shot, so like we're not doing it the way you normally would, because normally you'd only have 10 to pick from, but I want to give you guys the option to be able to do whatever you want. Because it would be no fun for you guys to like have like a limited amount of days and then be limited to like, oh, I have like 3 types of scenes I can do and that's it. All right,
Okay.
so, yep, 20 card hand. So you, in this game, you play a card from this hand to play out a certain type of scene. Each suit has a type of scene that corresponds to it. Spades represent wild tunes, so exploration, nature, that sort of thing. Hearts are carefree tunes. This is relaxation, having fun, exploring the village or the ranch. Diamonds are uplifting, focuses on your mon, training it, maybe even battling if that's a thing you want to do. And then clubs sing a steady tune. This progresses your projects, so you'll be focused on those. Each of the projects currently that you have going, so the Rec Center project and the Arson project, need at least 3 successful tunes each to finish now. So just any of you can do one, and that'll progress that. And then I am adding the Sasha Fierce Donkey Pageant as a project for you too, but that's only going to require 1, because all you had to do is dress up a donkey. I feel like you can handle that. So you will choose your scene by choosing a card. You'll roll your 2d6, and then based on the number that you roll, you're either successful and something happens, or you're successful, or you fail, but it's okay because we're still going to describe the way that day played out. If you don't want to, we don't have to roleplay every single thing out. Every single scene doesn't have to be roleplay. It can just be like, oh, you do this, and this is what you find. Or if you want to, we'll do it. And then if you guys want to do a duet, which we'll get into if anybody wants to jump into somebody else's scene, then, obviously I'll give you guys time to talk as characters because you'll be in the same place together. Make sense? Sweet. So we're just going to start with Ava, work our way down. So Ava, you have your hand, right?
Yes, I do.
Goody. That's fine. So choose your card, and then we'll decide what kind of scene you're gonna have.
All right.
No, you're allowed to pick. You don't have to be random unless you're doing that on purpose.
I'm doing that on purpose.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine.
Ace of the clover-looking one. Is that the spade?
That show the camera if you would. That is the clubs.
Oh, club. Okay, yeah. So ace of clubs.
Yep. So that is the steady tune. That is what will progress your projects. So let's talk about what you're doing. Which project are you going to work on?
I'll do the rec center, and she's gonna work on her mark on the town.
Okay. Do you want to invite somebody, or does anybody want to propose a duet jumping into the scene with Ava? Or Ava, if you want it to be a solo scene, you can just have it be a solo scene. That's totally fine.
She'll invite Ruby. Just because she knows that Ruby has to be by herself sometimes. It's like, hey, I like
Yeah.
inviting people to hang out.
I was
Vibe
very
with me.
surprised. Like, me?
Okay, so for a duet, Tess, I'll also need you to pick a club card from your hand and play it.
Club. Oh, yes. Okay, mine is the 4 of clubs.
Fantastic. All right, now Ava, you are going to roll 2d6, and you're going to do that 2 times, and tell me what you roll each time.
All right. 10. 7.
10 and 7. Fantastic. And you had an ace and a 4, respectively, right?
Yep.
Okay, you're going to have an incredibly successful day. So you exceeded both numbers, which means this project, you are going to fill 2 on its track. So this project is only going to need 1 more point of progress to be completely finished. So fantastic. And then yeah, let's talk about what made it such a successful day. Tell me what you guys did for the center. And then if you want to role play it out, we can role play it out. Or if you just want to describe to me sort of how you filled it, do that too.
Letitia was trying to find her muse for like her craft. And she's been mulling around of different arts that she wanted to do, some painting, but not really. That didn't seem to work out. Sculpting. Yeah, probably better if she had someone to like romance over, but that's neither here nor there. But then she finally came down to poetry and like story writing. And I think she's gonna write a novel. And something happened during this like project where she finally hit her muse, and she wrote that heckin' novel that's gonna put this town on the map.
Oh wow.
And I don't mind role playing that out.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to ask Ruby, since you're duetting this scene, is there anything you did for the rec center that you specifically want to note, like the stuff that you got or the way you decorated it?
I think Ruby did something she doesn't normally do because it does not mesh well with who she is, but she went to the vending machine and got an energy drink and released some neurons that haven't been released for a long time, and just went full like focus brain blast on the rec center, and like got her corner done, but also got like started thinking about everyone else's corners and just like dropped some stuff off over there, so like thinking of everyone else, and so got a bunch of stuff going for everyone else's, so that way when they wanted to work on it they had some stuff to go with. And then like was like listening to if Letitia was like saying out loud ideas about the novel, like listening to it and like getting a little too emotional about it.
Yeah, I think I want to play that part out. So set the scene a little bit. You guys are at the rec center, and like a lot of it is still empty, but you have filled it with these lovely items for people to come use. It's looking a little bit more full, a little bit more usable now. I think you guys have just like kind of set up 2 little chairs. You're taking a break from, and Letitia, you're speaking on your novel. Let's play that out.
I don't know if I want to write about the Sasha Fierce concert, or about what technically is a true crime event with the Roadhouse, or just something else. I'm just so
Both.
lost.
Make it like two converging stories. Like they're duetting with each other. Different times, but similar screens. And I'm like feeling my own pulse as I'm saying this.
Are you okay? Do you need some
Yeah.
water?
I think I need to switch. I haven't had one of these in like 3 years, and the last time I did, I like tried to build a spaceship in my backyard. And it was not good at it. I just really wanted to be in NASA.
Okay. But why now after 3 years? Why did you do it now?
Because I just wanted to do a good job. I really wanted to help get the rec center done and help everyone else out, because everyone's got a lot going on. So, like, I wanted to get my part done, but also help everyone else with theirs. And I forgot how much it was, because I've never had this many friends to help before. So I'm like, I need help. So I did that.
I think I have it. I'm gonna get you your water in a second. I think I have it. She's gonna.
You're fine. I still got 30 seconds left before I get an accurate heart rate.
She's gonna. Letitia's gonna just go up to Ruby and like gently like cup her cheeks like with her hands like. You are my muse. The tone of the book is going to be about community and how even though we are uncomfortable, we still go out of our way to help each other. We can do that duet. Like we're working together now. Like this is a duet. Oh my god, this is going to be wonderful. I'm a genius. You're a genius. I'm a genius.
You're so smart.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to get you your water. Please sit down.
Okay.
Please sit down.
Okay.
I'm going to also get you like
if you
a
want to grab my
granola.
face again later, you can.
I will let
That
you
was
know.
nice.
I'll get you a granola as well. Then
I
she's
love
gonna
granola.
run off to get her snack and water.
Excellent.
She's
All
like
right.
blushing super hard and just like breathing a little heavy.
All right. I like that length for the roleplay for everyday scenes. I think as we progress, let's keep that in mind, because I think that is the perfect little snapshot. That's so nice. This game is so sweet. Sorry, the first scene, I'm already like, ooh. All right, Izzy, it's your turn. Pick a card, any card.
I will pick Three of Hearts.
Three of Hearts. All right, that is a carefree tune. So you're going to focus on relaxation, having fun, explore, like talking to locals. What sort of thing are you going to do to relax?
Is more so. I'm sorry if you can hear the train going by, but
It's part of the ambiance. It's really that's really fitting. You guys just got train tickets.
So Izzy is going to honestly just like because they never like fully processed that summer was coming to an end until Gran was like, I bought your train tickets, and he's just like, oh, time's a passing.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially I think like that first day, or at least for a couple of hours, is gonna take the time to just like walk through the town and kind of like reminisce a little bit of like everything that like they've done and pay their respects, I guess, to the Renaissance Roadhouse.
Wow.
But just of like walking around the town and just kind of like this like quiet reminiscence of everything that's happened, with Doe trailing alongside them because they're clingy as hell.
That's so cute. All right, let's roll to see if you have a successfully relaxing day.
Do I? That's the question.
That is the question.
That's a 10.
A 10? Okay, yeah, you're absolutely going to have a relaxing day. Do you want to roleplay that out, or would you just like to describe or have me describe what makes it a relaxing day?
I'll take my chances. You can describe it. What happens to me, GM? How do I relax?
Honestly, not much. You just have a lovely stroll through town. You see some people you've met, across your travels. You kind of like pass the rec center. You look in the window. You see Letitia orating to Ruby, and Ruby shaking like a chihuahua.
I think Izzy goes to wave and then sees the just like the tone of the conversation they're having is just like, okay, and it's just like makes sure, like they don't think anything's gonna happen, but just like makes sure nothing happens. And then once like they like walk away and there's like, okay, no one's dead, and then just continues walking.
Yeah. Once you're satisfied with that, you pass by some of the lovely local businesses that you guys have come to love. Not just the the big heat rock and the former roadhouse, but you also see that cornfield in the distance, the kind of haunted, creepy cornfield that people like to go and tell scary stories and hang out in. You see this store that's like it's all about wearable crafts. It is the shopkeep Kelly, who you know is Destiny's child. Destiny's another person in the town. She's behind the counter and she gives you a friendly wave. Eventually you kind of make your way to the bones, the remains of the roadhouse, if you will. And like looking at it, it can kind of be a little creepy sometimes to look at a burned out building, because it's like, oh my god, that's so scary. But like there's almost like a sense of peace about it now. Like the dust has settled, no one got hurt, and now it's just like a fun mystery for y'all to solve. And like I think it makes you like you're almost pre-nostalgic, because like once you solve that mystery, the mystery is solved. Once summer ends, summer's over. It's like, damn. But also like you feel grateful for the memories you've made. It kind of helps you get a little closer to closure. Is how you
writes a real quick poem about the roadhouse. And then goes back.
Spit it for us right now. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
By the end of the session, maybe.
Yeah. No, I'm playing. But yeah, you successfully have a relaxing and mentally productive morning. Hell yeah. Oh, Jed. What are you up to?
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, I have a feeling. What kind of card are you playing?
Let me see. I'm also gonna do it at random.
Embracing the chaos.
Yes. What is the little leaf thing? 8 of something.
That is a spades.
Okay. Spades. And the constellation is Lepus? Lupus? Lepus?
Lupus?
I don't know. Lepus is the constellation that's on the card.
Like seal? Cut that out.
Okay.
All right. What number is that card?
8.
8. Okay. Great. That is a wild tune. So your scene is going to focus on nature and exploration. What are you going out into nature to do?
Go out into nature. I don't know what to do. What do you do in nature? I'm from the city.
You the player or you the character?
Both. But I ask Reggie. Reggie, what do you do in nature? I'm from the city.
Yeah, he doffs his little cap to indicate that he doesn't know either.
He doesn't know either. I would love to stroll. I guess what I think is nature is just the cornfield. So I think I'm just be like, hey, you might as well, take it in. It's a beautiful autumnal day.
Yeah, as it always is. All right, let's roll those 2d6 and see how successful you're having an.
Oh my god! Imagine failing in the haunted corn maze. That would be my luck. Okay. 6, 7, 8.
8. Okay, and that was the 10 of spades?
8 of spades.
Wait, it was the 8 of spades, so you rolled an 8?
Yes.
Woohoo! All right, so you have a special day, and you earn the first token of the session. So go ahead and take one of your tokens. Yep, and add it to your pool.
They're my little opossums. Are my
Yes.
favorite. Okay.
Fantastic. Yeah. So matching the number makes you have a special day, so you get that token. And I've written down the list of uses for tokens. The way we're using them is a little different because it's a one shot, so a lot of the uses for them in the game proper are less relevant to us because we're not tracking like Mon's level progress and stuff. Which we can get into what you want to use those for later. It's a big long list, but for now, let's talk about what made this such a special day. Like you not only have you've exceeded wildly. So like, what happens to Jed in this cornfield that is like so absolutely wonderful?
Huh. Well, is it really haunted? If I have a special day, do I get to see a ghost?
Would that be special for Jed?
It would be special for Jed.
Okay, then yes. I think that like there are Mons with some like supernatural abilities and stuff, but like ghosts has always felt like a stretch for the people of the village. There's always been rumors about this cornfield, voices, footsteps, crop circles, things like that. The little mysteries that people kind of attribute to teens playing pranks or whatever. You yourself being a usual culprit of these.
Mm-hmm.
But I think as you stroll through this cornfield, you come across this, like you like turn a corner, like through the cornfield, and like in the middle of like all these rows of corn, there is this massive, beautiful, like gleaming white, like celestial. It looks like a horse, but like covered in like crocodile scales. Like it's like this like gorgeous, ethereal, crazy looking like a kelpie on land almost. Am I using the kelpie? But like as you look at it and like you kind of look down, like where its legs should be hitting the ground, like it kind of disappears before you get to hooves.
Reggie, do you see it? Do you see it too? Reggie, do you see the feet? I don't see the feet. Do you see the feet? Reggie, tell me you see the feet.
His eyes are bugging out of the monocle. And I think as you watch, it like turns to look at you, and you see like these absolutely beautiful, like these like pale blue eyes that you would think were blind, were this not like already kind of this like pale, ghostly looking creature. And it like looks at you, and it like blinks slowly, as if to indicate like you're safe here. It's not threatened by you, and it just fades out of existence before you. Just absolutely, completely disappears.
I take a knee.
Take a knee.
I said, so does Reggie. We both just take a knee. We bow. Oh my god.
Supplicate yourself before the ghost.
Yeah, and then I think I take out like a little journal that I probably carry around and try to draw it as best as I could. So this is my evidence.
Right. Yeah. I think since you roll a special day, you make a very accurate sketch of it.
Reggie helped me out a lot. He kept telling me I was getting the nose wrong. And...
Telling you?
Well, no, not like speaking, but he kept just like pointing at the nose and like, and I just knew he meant what he meant,
Yeah, no, yeah. Clown to clown communication, I gotcha.
Yeah. Exactly, yes.
Yeah, so Jed meets a ghost. Ashton, it's your turn.
Perfect. I'm also going to draw blindly.
This is fun. I like this method.
Spades.
Okay, so you're also going to work on a project. Which project would you like to work?
What do I want? We'll go the investigation of the roadhouse.
Okay. All right. Now, you rolled a 2. I feel pretty confident about your success on this roll. But we're gonna give it a shot.
That's 2 6s, right?
2d6s.
That was rough. I got a 4. I got 2 2s.
but you still succeeded. So you're going to add 1 point of progress. So what's the name of this project that I wrote down? Roadhouse in Flames. Yeah. So the Roadhouse in Flames project only requires 1 more point of progress to finish. Or sorry, 2 more. Rather, you added a point of progress. So let's discuss. Okay, here. How about you tell me what you do to investigate, and then I can tell you what you find. Is that fair?
So I would say, especially with his proclivity to fire, and the fact that Felix is his mons and stuff, he would try and like kind of familiarize himself with like the different scorch marks and like try and kind of use those clues and investigation parts to figure out like how exactly it went up in flames. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you want to find like the origin point.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And with the point of success, I say that you do. So what you find is that like most of the scorch marks are like kind of uniform, like, and they seem to spread out through the short-circuited. They seem to spread out through the restaurant from a booth in the very back. Like there's like a booth, like one of those little corner booths. When you go there, you find a more pronounced scorch mark than the rest. It looks like someone maybe doused a table, which the table is no longer standing, reduced to ash. But it looks like maybe someone doused it with like accelerant, and then like the actual like point where the fire started, it's like a very small pinprick, but it was very clear that like the hottest flash of the fire was right here. It looks like maybe the size of like the end of a cigarette, or like a match. Like it's something small.
Okay.
I think for a success of 4, that's what you get.
Okay. He will note that in his journal. And he's kind of like talking to himself and halfway talking to Felix. You're like, oh, you see those marks? That means we're on the right track. And like Felix will like turn from like orange to like yellow and red, just depending on like how serious Ashton kind of is sounding when he's describing like things to him and stuff.
I love that like visual element. Like I think that's very cool. All right, you have made more progress in your arson investigation. Ruby, your turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make this right. Okay. I got the 5 of clubs.
All right. Well, you guys are making some progress on projects. Which project are you going to work on?
I think I also want to investigate the Renaissance Roadhouse.
Okay.
And I think
let's roll first.
Okay. Ooh, I got twin 4s for an 8.
Okay, yeah. And you got what card did you draw? Sorry.
It was the 5 of clubs.
Okay, yeah. So you succeed. You'll add another point of progress. So once again, you tell me how you want to investigate, and I will tell you what you find.
I think I invited Jed along just to like completely suspend any sort of suspicion I had that she in fact did not start the fire.
Okay. Well, do you want to retroactively make this a duet before we get into like the scene?
Yeah.
Okay. So Jed, do you have a clubs card to play?
Clubs is like a 3-leaf clover, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I have a 5.
Okay. So Tess, if you'll roll another 2d6 to see if it's another success.
That's a 3.
A 3. Okay. So okay.
That just makes me more suspicious of her.
So yeah. So a mixed success. So you're still going to progress it by 1.
Reggie
Nothing
starts
like
smoking in the restaurant.
yeah, nothing negative happens in the to hinder the project, but also like Jed does not help you in any way to progress the project. So I guess tell me what the two of you do, and I will tell you how that goes.
Probably ask for, like, while I'm looking around, ask for the story of how when the ban was put into place. And then probably I got Jed going to the point where maybe that's why no help was given.
Yeah.
You're looking around the restaurant. I'm just like, so what happened was, Reggie and I went in because we wanted fried pickles because it's really good. And, well, Reggie was having a stressful day and he really wanted to smoke his pipe. And I was like, you can't do that in the restaurant, right? You have to go outside, bro. Right? And then so he starts squeaking at me. He's getting mad at me because he's stressed. You know, you've seen Reggie when he's stressed. He doesn't like being stressed, okay?
And nicotine addiction is quite crippling.
I have been trying to get him to quit, but you just know he likes how he looks like.
You can't vape a pipe, so it's like I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that's something I'm working on with him, getting to quit, right? But you know, we were making a little bit of a scene, and then so he ran out so he could smoke a pipe, and then I ran out after him because he's not gonna walk away from me in the middle of an argument. That night was when it caught on fire, so everyone was like, well, the two people making a scene about smoke and then fire is probably the ones who did it. Also, we're
really
very annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
Well, you don't because you're really cool, but all the lame roadies do.
You think I'm cool?
Oh, yeah. Are you crying?
No.
Ruby, as you look down to hide the tears, obviously, like super obviously, in your eyes, you see footprints leading out the back door of the roadhouse.
I like tears splash on them, and I'm like, huh?
The footprints are small. It looks like the footprints of an animal. Both of these footprints have five toes. But they're of two different sizes. I have an image to show you all, so you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to describe it for the audience. So the front one looks more like so there's like one that looks more like a little paw, and then there's one that looks more like a hand. Whoops, that's the wrong chat. So sorry. How do you delete messages? There you go.
Oh.
Whoops. Where's the? Oh lordy.
Like a chimera?
Hold on, no. Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go. Jeez Louise.
Oh, that's crazy. Like 2 different feet.
Yeah.
If that's a chimera. I read about this in the Jersey Paxson series.
Yeah, as you wax poetic about Jersey Paxson, Jed, you recognize what those footprints look like immediately. Care to tell me what animal those come from?
I don't know. Is that a possum foot?
It is indeed a possum foot.
Reggie, get over here.
Wait,
Reggie.
which one? Oh wait, it's probably not the one with the thumb, right?
It's both.
Oh, they're both opossum feet?
Yeah,
wait,
that one.
possums have different types of feet? I'm a bad fan. I'm a fake fan.
No, listen, I learn things about my favorite things all the time. Like, listen, you know, I'm super into wrestling, but I'd say I learn a wrestling fact every day. Now, that might just be because it is, like, borderline obsessive, but, like, you know, you too can be like me and learn something new every day.
I, like, take some nut dust from the nearest barrel, and I, like,
Try
put it
again.
on the floor.
Try again!
There's nuts, and they're dusty, and they're in the barrel.
I'm 12 years old.
What am I supposed to call it?
Nothing,
What am I
you're good.
supposed to call it? What am I supposed to call it? Nut droppings?
Ella, please keep this in the recording.
Okay,
So you are
What else
valid
can I-
guest.
What else can I call it?
Okay,
What-
so you take
what
some.
about
You take some.
nut
So you take some soot
nut
from the
trash. Like
fire.
what?
Yes.
Nut. Like what?
You, you can just drop
worse.
nut. Just drop
That's
nut.
worse.
Drop
Carlo,
the nut.
JPEG, Undertale, That's worse. What else do you want me to call it?
Okay, so you take some nut dust and you sprinkle it onto the footprints, I guess, right?
No.
Is it-
I sprinkle it right
No.
beside the footprints.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, hey, Reggie, come here and put your little feetsies in this pile of nut dust.
I pick him up and I'm holding him like a toddler having a tantrum where he's giving me dead weight and I'm just like, give me your foot. Give me your foot.
Put it in there. Grab
Come
the
on.
little
Okay.
one.
And this is where that failure comes in, because I think he escapes from your grasp and he runs away. I
Reggie,
do not think you get a good footprint out of him in this moment.
I swear
Wait,
to
I'm
God,
not trying to
I'm gonna have a
be-
long talk with him, but I listen.
I'm not trying to be judgmental here, but that was a little sus.
It was a little. I didn't like that either.
Like, I fully am ready to defend your innocence, but that gentleman is given some vibes. That gentleman, I guess I should say.
Gentleman, yeah.
Wow.
Is there a way to like save this? Like, should we like take a picture? Should we like, I don't know, like do what
Well,
they do in the
definitely, yeah,
shows?
definitely take a picture. We don't have
Yeah.
like a lab back at the farm. To...
You literally have a lab.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're out there all the time.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
second thing you guys said you wanted was a lab.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
'cause
we have a lab.
That's
You
where
know
Ruby
what?
hangs out when she
Here,
feels.
I take
Out of
out some
place.
plastic baggies and rubber gloves. All right, fine. I guess we're true crime detectives. Get it in there.
Whoa! Do you have the little brush too?
Of course, I have a little brush. We have a lab.
Narc.
Here.
Yes. Well, I have stuff from the lab too, but all I have is a petri dish
No.
and a pipette.
Look who's the narc now.
Got you.
How the
Gotcha.
turntables.
All right.
Viewers, look out for masks coming
Check
out
out
either before or
masks.
after this. I'm not sure. Anyway, you save your evidence or are
Crazy,
prepared to
we're
bring it.
referencing
For
our
so
own-
long at this point.
Nope, it's nope.
Oh, really?
I can't wait for the upcoming
Reference
series masks.
2.
Can I try to look for Reggie, or is he?
Yeah.
In a future scene, you may, because we got to
Oh.
keep this train a rolling.
Okay.
But first, couple minutes for a bathroom break. One moment. The day ends. Each of you having had an eventful day, I'd say, if not productive for all of you. Let's go back to. Okay, so you were supposed to play in reverse order now. So Ruby, starting with you this time.
Again?
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Let's play a card.
Okay. All right. Oh, dang. Another one. 3 of clubs.
Okay, working on another project. You're gonna have these projects knocked out. Which project would you like to work on? As a reminder, your the Roadhouse in Flames project requires, I think, 1 more pip now. Actually, every single project you have only requires 1 more, so you will finish a project regardless of what you do. So, do you want to work on the Sasha Fierce Donkey pageant, the Roadhouse in Flames, or do you want to finish saving the rec center?
I feel like after that display from Reggie, we gotta kind of keep that going.
Okay. Yeah.
There's more to that.
Okay. So, do you want to make this a duet with Jed so that you can both be in the lab?
I mean, yeah, I'm not approaching Reggie by myself.
All right. Yeah, like it's early in the morning, and you guys are in the laboratory, and you haven't seen Reggie. So, Tess, for this duet, you're going to roll 2d6 twice. Once for you, once for Jed.
Okay, the
And we'll
first
see
one
How will you succeed?
is a 10.
Oh wait, Jed, I forgot you had to play a card. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that. What kind of card do I need to do?
Clubs.
I have a 3 of clubs.
Okay, great.
Sorry, I can hear you straining under her weight.
She's so heavy. What card did you draw initially, Ruby?
Mine was also the 3 of clubs.
Great. So roll 2d6 twice. See if you can
Okay.
exceed a 3.
The first was a 10, and the second is 3 plus 4, 7.
Okay, yeah, that's a success. What was the second roll?
7.
What was the first one?
10.
10. Okay, yeah, so double success, which means you have not just finished this project, but exceeded the requirements to finish it.
I feel like we got We sat Reggie down, like interrogation style, and shone a light on him. It's like, look, we know more than you're letting on.
Okay.
Do this one of two ways.
So, is it... Jed, do you agree to that scene? Are you interrogating Reggie the opossum?
I'm standing in the corner really sad. Like, I can't look at him right now.
He is like...
I'm like this.
Yeah. He is in the seat, like kind of like squirming. There's like the big light on him. And he looks up at you defiantly, and it looks like he's about to say something, just, you know, to set you off. But then you hear shuffling around outside. Something's outside the laboratory.
Is that Garby again? Is he chasing the roost? Do you need to go check?
Well, we have a code. He's supposed to knock 3 times if he wants in. So I don't know, but I'll go over and open the door just to see.
On your way to the door, you look through one of the windows, and you see, looking through the window, there is another opossum. Another possum with bluish purplish fur. But this possum is sporting a devilish little mustache.
Reggie, you've been... They look what they did to you!
He's
I'm
still
so
in the chair,
sorry.
right?
Huh?
I
Reggie,
run
yeah.
over-
Reggie's still in the chair.
What?
I run over to him, I pick him up. I knew you couldn't have done this, pal. You have an evil
going
twin
on
this
here?
whole time.
The possum in the window twirls his mustache villainously.
Do you know him?
What's Reggie doing?
Reggie is pointing at him. He is saying something in a passionate and emotional. And in the background, this like beautiful like soap opera piano is playing. And you realize, through context clues alone, this is Reggie's evil twin brother.
I tried to think of another name that rhymes with Reggie, but I couldn't.
It's a eager.
Eager.
His name is Eager. Reggie backwards.
What an awful name.
What do we do? Do we like apprehend him? How do we tell the feds? What do we do?
Can I? Ugh.
With a double success, you guys get to decide. You play out this. How do you resolve this matter?
Garby, stick him.
Wait, do we have a tarp? We have a tarp, we go above. We have to get him from above. You can't chase him.
I know.
Like when your cat runs outside, you gotta get him from a top.
Garby's not gonna win this fight. We just need a distraction.
Alright, throw the fork.
Stick him, boy. Yeah, I throw the fork.
I grab a tarp and I go out the other side so that I sneak around.
Yeah, there is a dramatic scuffle. Goes out in pursuit of the fork. Just absolutely plows into Eager. There is a huge scuffle. Mon powers are flying left and right. Reggie is crying, shouting for his brother in these impassioned tones. And then everything ends when you just throw a tarp over the whole mess, and they both just stop moving.
Call Garby back to you so that I can just keep Eager in here.
I'll like take out a cowbell and I'll like jangle it, and he'll like apparate next to me and like put the whole thing in his mouth.
Jeez. Yeah, you have apprehended Reggie's evil twin brother. He is in the tarp. What do you do with him?
What?
Can we ask Gran?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know what to do with
Is she gonna get mad at us because we have this like evil creature in a tarp?
Well,
Reggie, come here.
I know Herman is gonna look at us with that like disapproving look, like he always does, and I don't know if I can take that right now. But I
don't know if Reggie can take it.
But we gotta.
He looks at them too.
We have to do it for justice.
For justice,
you
for those
deserve
fried
to be
pickles.
let back in. We gotta get you back in there.
We will resolve this in the celebration scene for finishing this project. But you have solved the arson. It was Reggie's evil twin brother.
Oh, my poor baby.
I mistook you for a scoundrel, and I apologize.
The clues were supposed to hint toward tiny but dapper clothes.
I know, but then we made Reggie a professor. I was like, is this him?
You know. Okay. It's a good game. All right, Ashton, it's your turn for a scene.
I don't know how I can follow that up.
You must.
The 7 of Spades.
The 7 of Spades. All right. Spades will focus on nature and exploration. So, what do you want to do today with nature and exploration? And do you want to duet with anybody, or is this a solo venture?
I'll duet with Izzy.
Okay, Izzy, do you accept this duet?
Sure. What card is it again?
Play for me a Spades card.
Spades. I'll play the 6 of Spades.
Excellent. Lindsay, you will roll 2d6 twice and try to exceed or match those numbers.
4 for one of them.
Bad. I mean, not bad,
10
but like...
for the other.
Okay, yeah. So, again, a mixed success. So we're going to say that you fail. Oh my god, I just realized that I have not been doing a gameplay element. Please indicate for me by raising... Just hold up a finger if you have failed on a venture so far. Okay. You... No, someone else did. Tess, did you
like
had
the mixed ones?
I think
count?
Jed was the one that failed.
Jed was the one that failed, so
I think it was
you
Jed.
and Jed, and then Izzy, you succeeded on yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I so sorry, Jed, you need to add another token to your,
Okay.
Ooh.
and then you also get you get a token. I'm sorry, on a failure you get a token to as the game puts it, soften the blow. That's them, not me. All right, so yeah, you personally fail in your venture, but Izzy helps you to succeed, kind of picks up the day for you. So what are you guys doing out in nature? What's your little outing like?
So at this point, I guess Ashton is kind of just like trying to get on Izzy's better side because he understands that he was really annoying at the very beginning of the summer with all the like pop rocks in the beds and stuff like that. So he's trying to make up for it a little. Like, summer's coming to a close and like they've gotten like to know each other a little bit better and stuff like that. So
This is
walk
so
in the corn
funny. Yeah, let's walk in the corn maze.
All right, now Jed, did you tell them about the ghost you saw yesterday?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
When I
so
showed-
because of that.
I showed them
so
the
at that
drawing.
point,
Reggie and
Okay,
I did
so-
a whole presentation, yeah.
The whole PowerPoint.
so with the whole PowerPoint that was given, Ashton kind of goes up to Izzy and is like, "Hey, you wanna like see if there actually was a ghost?"
I am kind of curious, actually. Do we want to go?
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. On a mixed success, I'm going to say that you guys don't spot the ghost. So, like, I think that is what is kind of like deflating about this for you, Ashton. But Izzy, you do something to kind of pick it up, make it a more successful venture. So, what is it that you do to kind of, you know, lift the spirits, make this a worthwhile?
As we're walking, I want to like I have 2 ideas that might work. One, I want to take like a rock and like throw the rock so that like all Ashton hears is like a noise kind of off to the side. Either that, or depending on the time of day, send out my mon because my mon glows. So just like act like my mon's with me because they're always with me because they're clingy, but they're actually out somewhere glowing. So Ashton thinks he sees a ghost.
Okay. I think you can wait until it's light enough in the day to do both.
Hell yeah.
Like, you can, like, throw the
Scare
rock.
the shit out of
Like,
him.
yeah.
This is my payback for the summer.
It's totally valid. That is 100% valid. Oh my
Okay.
gosh! Did you see all the rustling? What?
What?
What is
I didn't
that?
hear anything.
Did you see the rustling? Wait,
What
is
rustling?
something glowing over there? Do you see that light?
I don't. Are you okay?
It's ghost. It might be the ghost. What if it's the ghost?
Is it? I think it might be. And then when Ashton's paying attention, I'm throwing another rock
No, over there, right over there. Do you see it?
over there. Oh yeah, I think I do see it kind of. Should we?
Maybe Jeff was right.
Do you want to get closer, or do you want to call it a night?
I mean, I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Well?
We can get closer. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get closer.
Okay. Just keep doing it.
You just keep doing it, just like deeper and deeper into the cornfield until you like exit the other.
And then once we exit the other side, I want to have it be like, the glow kind of like ran off and disappeared. So by the time we come out with of the corn maze, my mom's back with me.
Oh, okay, completing the illusion.
Nothing happened.
So from Ashton's perspective, this ghost just like you would just chase a ghost through a cornfield. This was like such an exciting night.
100%.
And from Izzy's perspective, you just tricked the living hell out of Ashton. Made them look like an absolute sucker.
But like Ashton was so excited for this, Izzy does not feel bad of like I did a good thing. I entertained Ashton for a night.
Yeah, no.
So they're not going around and causing chaos in the last 2 weeks of summer.
No, I think it's ultimately a good thing. All right, we're back to Jed.
Wonderful.
So you can have this be before or after finding out about Eager.
I would love this to be after, because I could choose, right? I don't have to pick at random.
No, you don't have to pick at random. You can choose.
What is the club that I could do something with my mom?
Your mom, that is diamonds.
Okay.
And you can use your tokens to use a card, you can use your tokens to draw another card if you don't have any that you want to play.
I have a 4 of that.
Okay, great. What are you doing with your mon?
Well, now that we cleared his name, we need to fix the smoking problem so this doesn't happen again. I get it why he was so stressed now. He had an evil twin out after him this whole time.
Yeah, they have a whole riveting backstory. When we do the prequel series to this, we'll get into it.
Yeah. So I rolled.
Yep, 2d6.
7.
7. All right. Yes, you succeed. So, tell me how you help your mod kick smoking.
So we're taking. I'm having a deep talk with Reggie, okay? Because I betrayed him. I shouldn't have doubted him, right? So we're walking like along the farm, like around it. My hands are behind my back. He's wearing glasses. It's like a whole thing.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'm just trying. I'm like, just let it all out, buddy. Safe space. Tell me everything. And I can't understand a single thing, but I think I understand.
Yeah, from the audience perspective, we get subtitled in his story about how, like, back in his home country, his twin betrayed him. Like, there's this whole, like, amazing, like, narrative of, like, family drama and, like, escaping to this town. It's a whole thing.
And then I was like, I'm gonna tell him, listen, maybe it's just you need to do something with your hand. Maybe that's it. Okay, so let's find something. Let's find something for you to replace the action of smoking so that you can do something else. because you are a possum and it's not very good for you. Is there any, like, this is silly, is there like sugar cane on the farm?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know, I used to grow up with where sugar cane was and we would just break it off and chew it, so I was...
We grow 2 crops in Kentucky, but it's not tobacco, it's soybean. It's tobacco. But yes, sure, there's sugar cane.
Great. I go over to it, I break a piece off, and I just say, just try gnawing on this for a little bit. Maybe that will do it. Maybe that's the sensation that you're missing.
Hey, with the power of that roll, the sugar cane proves to be as effective as the pipe for a possum.
I just gave my possum sugar, and so his new addiction will be that, but it's okay. We'll cross that bridge later.
Yeah. Here at the Portent Kast, we know that addiction is a very nuanced subject. And we treat it with the utmost care and respect. But like, for real. Great. Alright, so he kicks the pipe and replaces it with sugar canes.
We have a really beautiful moment of him like burying his pipe as if like the sun sets in the background. We are crying. It's a beautiful moment.
Again, nuanced subject. This is a good game. All right, Izzy, it's your turn for a scene.
Okay. 8 of hearts. Oh,
8 of
I already
hearts.
did hearts. Yeah. I was gonna go random, and then I was like, I already did that one, so... Okay, diamonds. I'll pick the 2 of diamonds.
2 of diamonds, all right. So you're going to spend some time with your mon.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
We're gonna work out the separation anxiety problem.
Okay.
I got a 9.
9, yeah, okay. You're absolutely going to work out that problem. But tell me specifically how you work on it.
It's of like, so the chord maze was kind of a warm-up, but it was a thing of like, you stay here, I'm gonna go over here, and you're gonna wait, and you're gonna wait here, and then just doing that, but like increasing the distance, trying to go like around a corner so it doesn't see me, and seeing if it'll wait, and just like trying to like get it kind of accustomed to not seeing me everywhere.
Yeah. I think it takes a little bit. I think this takes you most of the just kind of out here, around in corners, and like, the first few times you see its little head poking out, those big old eyes looking at you, obviously missing you. But then, like, as you go, it sort of trusts that you're not just going to leave it, and so you slowly but surely work your way to a place where you can walk away and it will just stay and wait for you to come back, or you can even get it to walk away for a short distance, and it will go on its own, confident in the knowledge that you will be there when it gets back. You kind of help to break it of the illusion that like you being in its sights all the time is the only way that you won't just disappear.
Mm-hmm. Object permanence.
Yeah, you've taught your beast object permanence.
Hell yeah.
Now we at the Portent Kast know that object permanence is a nuanced subject. Not everyone can.
Not every mon understands object permanence.
Yeah, and that's okay. But this one does. Yeah, good work. Was there anything else you want to do with your mon?
No. It's
Okay.
very clear if anyone is like watching this that like Izzy is kind of like almost uncharacteristically a little bit stoic in taking care of the mon, and it's very clear if it's like, this mon is very cute, but I cannot get attached. I have 2 weeks left. It's very clear, and that's also like part of why they're doing this.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice thing that they're doing, but I think it's definitely hard on them as well.
Mm-hmm.
That weight's kind of creeping up on you.
I'm not gonna talk about it.
All right, wait, you might. All right. Last but not least, Letitia. How's Letitia spending her day?
8 of diamonds.
8 of diamonds. Ooh, cool cards. Great. Yeah, you're gonna spend some time with your Mon as well.
Full beans. I think they're gonna go to the lake and try to do some like lake cave hunting to see if like help them get acquainted with the water. They tend to be on land a bit more, so making sure covering the bases of both land and lake, not sea, but like lake.
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping Zendaya sharp.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give me 2d6.
That is a 6.
And what was the card you played?
8 of diamonds.
8. Okay, so that is going to be a failure. You are going to get a token for that. So, let's talk about sort of why this is a failure. So, like, what makes this training session not go so well?
I think we found out that because we have not trained so hard, we neglected the water training that Zendaya has developed kind of weird water allergies, so to speak. So she has a hard time breathing underwater, even with this magical lake that lets us breathe underwater.
Well, yeah, and I think maybe like even the sensation could be tripping her up, just like, because it's got to feel different, submerging yourself and trying to breathe. Like, it's probably something that she's no longer used to. So yeah, you find out that you have that to kind of work on some more before the summer ends.
My sweet, sweet girl, I'm so sorry. I brought you on land not thinking of the consequences. Woo.
Yeah, she's just looking up at you like completely blank face, just like not a thought in her brain. Yeah.
She has H2O intolerance.
Oh. I don't really like that movie either. Don't worry, Zendaya. Well, welcome to Harlow's Opinion Corner. I'm making a lot of hard statements. Great, yeah. Is there anything else you want to do with Zendaya before this training ends, or?
No, just feed her some really nice grass, some sweet grass for her, because she's a good girl and deserves all of the cow grass that she can have.
Absolutely. Maybe some sugar cane even, as a treat.
As a treat.
Alright, and with that, the day ends, and then we're going to come up on our very first celebration day. So off screen for you guys, we decided that celebration days are just going to take up a day. We're just going to use this as a day where you guys kind of get to have a little role play scene and resolve a project. In this case, we are resolving the Roadhouse in Flames project. You guys are gathered on the front porch attending what amounts to a trial for this like evil twin opossum. Name of Eager. Yeah.
Eager, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like a makeshift gallows behind him. They're not going to use it.
No, absolutely not. No,
but it's just for show.
No, rejecting that just from the jump. Not doing that.
Garby is Reggie's lawyer.
He's got a little tie on.
Why does Reggie need a lawyer?
Zendaya is the judge.
No, Grant's the judge. That was the whole thing.
Oh, right, Grant's the judge.
I think Zendaya could be a very impartial judge.
Zendaya's like the stenographer, like got a typewriter.
Oh, I love that because she's got flippers, so she's just like matching keys.
But she could still type rather well. It's very confusing.
And she's like keeping up.
Why are all of your mons so literate?
because we appreciate here on Portent Kast.
Here on
We
Portent
appreciate-
Kast.
Here on the Portent
We
Kast,
understand.
it's a very nuanced issue.
But everyone deserves a good education.
Like for real, literacy, very important. Everyone deserves to know how to read and write, and it's probably more of a problem in your community than you think it is. So look it up, see what you can do to help.
Read a book.
Felix is the security guard that stands right next to the judge,
The bailiff.
and Doe is the jury.
I had to go to traffic court one time, and there was this bailiff giving me like the meanest look the entire time. It's like I'm not the only one. But like he kept like staring me down. It's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm here for expired tags. I'm not gonna rush the judge, regardless. That just makes me mad.
Question: is there only my mon in the jury, or are there other mons?
Oh, I guess Zendaya's in the jury because she can't be the judge.
Everybody's
She's the
mon.
stenographer, right? She's the stenographer.
Everybody's mon that is not currently occupied is also in the jury.
The rooster's there.
So I think that means that I think it's just Felix and Doe are the jury. The Honorable Judge Gran presiding. So like I think she's on the porch and she watches all of you gather and she looks over at Eager, just this little possum with a handlebar mustache, and she looks to you, Jed, and says, what's going on here? You haven't filled me in on any of this.
I stand up so straight. Your Honor, we found him.
She's so used to you guys' antics, like she immediately like stiffens to like a judge posture, like she's ready to participate in the because she assumes it's a bit.
Judge Gran. Ruby and I found the plaintiff here outside of our lab while we were testing some footprints that we found at the scene of the crime, Renaissance Roadhouse, which I was banned from because of the fire. That's all I have to say.
I'll hand a paper to Garby and tell him to take it up to the judge, and it's like a printed out picture of the paw prints.
He just eats it.
Shoot. Okay, I take out the extra copy that I printed out because I knew this would happen. Permission to approach the bench.
It's looking like you all from her rocking chair, and she granted.
Okay, and then I just gently place it on her lap. Exhibit A.
She's looking at the footprints. She's looking at Eager, the possum, and she says, so this little rascal burned down the roadhouse?
Yeah. Reggie, tell her what you told me about where you're from.
What?
About what he did to you.
Once again, an impassioned speech. I think this time it's dubbed over, and he has like a very thick Eastern European accent. Like the screen goes black and white, and it's just like this like harrowing, awful tale of like poverty and like him trying to rise above as an entrepreneur, and Eager just sabotaging him at every turn. Gran's listening and like doesn't get a word of it. Not one of you does, but all the Mons are sobbing. And she looks down at Eager and says, and what does the prosecution think would be an appropriate sentence for this?
I turn to Reggie, are we prosecution? I turn to Garby, are we prosecution?
Garby goes,
Garby's just eating the bag that we put Eager in.
We want the ban on Reggie and I to be lifted, and for Eager to go away.
Like exile?
Yeah, we want to exile him from Renaissance.
Well, I don't have much authority to do either of those things, but I would like to ask the rest of you what you think about the situation. Letitia, Izzy, Ashton, having heard this, what seemed to be a very emotional story, with the evidence, what would you say we should do?
mean, could we just, like, take him to a rehabilitation facility?
Does he
Can
seem
we
guilty?
get into what were the logistics of burning down the roadhouse? Like, was it in
He took out his evil pipe and he did it.
his evil pipe?
Yes, it's like Reggie's, but it has a little mustache on it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. At the end of the day, though, as much as I understand why you want him exiled, this is an animal in its natural habitat. I would feel bad.
Gran is nodding at you sagely. You are passing the test.
Izzy is so tentative on this.
What?
The test to not exile an opossum.
Here at the Portent Kast, we understand.
That's the worst running gag ever. It's like,
I'm gonna be listening back to this, being like, "What the fuck is happening?"
wow, none of this is useful, and I'm so sorry. Oh boy.
Okay. Community service. Pair him up with like a respectable person in the community and community
Wait,
service.
He can be
Maybe
part of
he
the
could be
rec
responsible
center.
for fixing the roadhouse.
He can be like a spokesperson for the wilderness and the rec center. Make him work it off.
I thought we were rebuilding the roadhouse, so that we were kind of just giving up because it was kind of shitty.
And
Like, we
also,
have
that's
to-
not our job.
We don't
Yeah,
have to
like,
do
we
it.
also-
We could put Eager in charge. This could be his punishment.
We can recreate the
How-
roadhouse
wait.
bar in the rec center and make Eager be the bartender.
We could, but I also don't know if I would trust Amon as
No offense.
the bartender, especially someone who.
It's not because
burns
he's a
down
mon. I
the
think
bar-
it's because
No,
he's
it's
a
not because he's
criminal.
wrong. It's because he's a criminal. Yes.
And like, I feel like
Wow.
he spiked drinks.
Also,
Just I would
yeah,
not trust him at all.
Also, the thumbs. The thumbs.
Also,
I don't.
thumbs. How would
I don't
he...
trust that type of glassware around beings that don't have opposable thumbs.
Yeah.
Not that not having thumbs isn't like cool and fair.
We can see that many of the Mon can do incredible things without having thumbs. I mean, look at Zendaya. She's typing.
Here at
I
the.
really
No, I'm just
don't.
kidding.
And we love her for that.
He's using the Oxford comma.
It's beautiful, actually.
So poetic. I taught her that.
I
The
think
way she's
Gran-
describing the ambiance of the room makes me want to cry.
She's introducing the setting as a character, and I've never seen that done before.
So, community service.
What has this come
What's
to?
happening?
What are we doing?
We're the animals. We're the mon.
We were the Mons the whole time. It's all about the Mons we made along the way.
I think Gran looks at all of you, takes all of your words into account, and she says, no, I don't think it would be appropriate to make this lovely little animal take on a job. But I do think that you have proven that you're a little too dangerous to be out in the world, and she boops him on the nose as his little mustache twitches. And she says, so I think that what we will do is, as part of the function of Lemonade Ranch is as a rehabilitation center for injured or Mons with some behavioral issues. We'll take him on. I'll put him to work. I'll train him, and hopefully we can teach Eager to be a little more productive than taking revenge on your good. And Eager nods and he says, "Good, twin." And burning down chain restaurants. Does that sound fair to everyone?
Yeah, right.
I suppose, but I want to see Eager apologize to Reggie right now. Please.
The two of them approach each other, and at first it looks like they're going to come to blows. They both have tiny little fists balled up, but right when you think it's going to explode into violence, they both burst into tears. They embrace this beautiful haunting violin and the music of the old country plays over this reconciliation scene, and they give each other a little kiss on the cheek. And they hold each other out, and one of them squeaks, and the other one squeaks. And for the first time, you can piece together the meaning of these squeaks specifically. They have each said, "Brother."
Beautiful.
I'm crying. I'm sobbing. Jed's on the floor. I want to take a picture
So
of this moment. I'm like a Facebook mom recording.
Everyone's just falling apart. Like, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if Gran just pulled out a cigarette at this moment.
We're all crying over this.
Gran doesn't, but her mom does. The tiny
Honestly,
water buffalo
valid.
pulls out a
Valid.
cigarette. And I think that's where we're going to end that scene.
For the best.
The absolute best champions in our craft. Day 4.
Okay.
You wake up, everyone is very tired. All them, Eager and Reggie begin the day with a meal together. I don't know where I am implying that they are from. I have said like 16 different places they could be. Somewhere in Europe,
Old
certainly.
country.
From the old country, which I think is supposed to be Italy.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
according to Golden Girls.
Yeah, they are Italians, but they have Eastern European accents because they are...
It's like they're from
Apo-
Holy Roman Empire.
I'm ending the storyline.
No!
I can't do it right now. Okay.
One shot, just like Root.
Well, next time for sure. Next summer. All right, Letitia, we're starting with you today.
Okay.
Let's see, what kind of scene are we gonna have?
Let's see. 3 hearts.
Okay, that is a carefree tune, so you will focus on relaxation or having fun. So what do you want to do to attempt to relax or have some fun, and then we'll roll for it and see if you're successful.
Gotta go back to my heat rock.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now let's see if you're successful. I mean, on a 3, I feel pretty confident, but we'll see.
6.
Absolutely, you have a lovely day at the Heat Rock. Tell me about your day at the Heat Rock.
It feels like any other day at the Heat Rock, but for some reason, today just feels just extra special. The sun is at the perfect temperature. The people complimenting how flawless her skin look are just doubling in doses today.
Mhm.
And there is like music in the air that just makes this perfect day just seem so solid. And she sees someone get proposed to. It's beautiful.
Yeah, a local man, Jay, boyfriend, is proposes to him just right right by the Heat Rock, and you're like witness to it, and it's this like beautiful emotional moment, and you're like relaxing. You feel totally at peace, and the world feels bright. You know, it's really nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're all glad that couple worked out. The town's been rooting for Jay-Z. Do you want to do anything else with the Heat Rock?
I think she's also like just writing some poetry down. She was contemplating like giving her group of friends like small, like maybe haikus of them as a parting gift. So she's starting to like just rough draft that.
That's lovely. Listen, every time I drop a little reference like that, it's for the people, all right? I did not listen. I barely knew Beyonce before this. I became an expert overnight, all right? I'm going to keep dropping little hints because that's what this game's all about. It's not about friendship. It's not about the hardship of goodbye. It's not even about summer. It's about Beyonce. And the people say, amen. Izzy, how are you going to spend your day?
Trying to recover from that, from the
Yep.
whole Port case, yeah. 7 diamonds.
7 of diamonds?
Could I teach my mom to read?
Can you what? Teach your mom to read? You can certainly try. It's all up to the dice.
Please, sweet baby. No.
Oh no, what'd you roll?
Yeah, that's a 6.
Do you have a token?
No.
Oh, you're stuck with that. Damn.
Close.
All right. Well, now you have a token. So
Oh,
go
I
ahead and collect the token, and then let's talk about how you failed to teach your mom to read.
Oh my god. I think it's just a thing of like I'm going about teaching it like I would teach a child, and not realizing that my mom is not, in fact, a child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like trying to explain phonics, and then it's just like staring.
just this big ol' eyes and blink, 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 blink.
Not in those huge pink eyes. What a single thought.
You get about halfway through reading fucking like Peter Pan or something, and like before you kind of make the connection, like, oh, I probably missed the window.
But I still continue reading to it just for funsies, just to like make use of my day. I'm probably like sitting in like a field somewhere,
Got it.
spending the time.
That's all right. You give me a good faith effort.
Try.
Yeah. All right. Jed.
Yes. What does the clubs look like again?
The clubs is the one that looks like a clover.
Oh, okay, cool. I would love to play a 7 of clubs.
Okay. So you're gonna work on a project. Which project are you gonna work on? You can finish the rec center, or you can finish the Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce donkey pageant.
I would love to do the Sasha Fierce donkey pageant, but I would love to ask Letitia for help with that.
Excellent. All right, Letitia, do you have any clubs cards to play? Or tokens with which to use one of your cards as a club?
Club is the
Clover.
The clover.
The clover. Okay, yeah, hold on. Hold on. 9.
The 9 of clubs. All right. And what was the number on your clubs, Janice?
A 7.
7. All right. So you're gonna roll 2d6 twice. Try to exceed a 7 and a 9.
Well, that's a 3.
Okay.
And then, that's a 7.
7.
So I
Okay.
think both of them.
So yeah, no, you did fail on both. If you have a token, you can re-roll one of them.
I do have a token.
All right. Would you like to re-roll one of them?
Yes, I think I'm gonna try.
Great.
For the. Can I pick which one?
Yes, you can pick whether you want it to be yours, Letitia's roll.
I might go for the 7 because I have bad luck getting high
Okay.
numbers.
All right. That's your roll.
Yeah, I have really bad luck with 6. God, I was so close.
6. Damn. Do you want to use your last token to try it again? Or do you just
Yeah.
want to have... Okay, all right.
I'll try it again. I'll try one more time. Whatever, it's a one shot. What am I saving them for?
Hey, Vegas, baby. You know, you can
Yeah.
only lose so many times.
Yeah. I can lose so many times.
Sure can. How bad?
That's a 5.
Wow.
Can I use the token my token to help?
No, it's the player whose turn it is.
Okay.
No, you're gonna do the worst job decorating a donkey anyone's ever done. But tell me how bad you do.
Huh.
So okay, let me set the scene for you. That way you kind of have some guidance. So you go into the stables, and there's 3 donkeys to choose from. There is a short brown one. There is a tall gray one with big muscle because he pulls plows and stuff. And then there is one that's kind of in the middle. Both of them has more of a mottled coat to him, but he has bad attitude. So yeah, there's a pretty boy donkey and a big strong boy donkey, and then there's a donkey with a tude.
What are you thinking, Letitia? I like the big boy.
I mean, I guess the big one more to display.
Imagine though, just imagine shoulder pads.
It's not the 80s anymore, though.
Yeah, but on a horse? I mean, a donkey?
It's not the 80s anymore. Are shoulder pads back in season? I don't think
they
they
never
are.
left for me.
They never left. That's what Reggie says that. Well, yeah, I know, right? They never left.
I guess I'll trust your input on that. Sure. Shoulder pads. They can be decorated.
Okay, so because you did fail, I think that you spend a lot of time decorating this donkey, get a nice power jack, and just ends up looking like an 80s businesswoman. It's just a bad look by the end of it.
I think she's beautiful.
As long as you're happy, dear. As long as you're happy.
Do you think we need more blue eyeshadow?
No, absolutely not. It's already clashing with her fur. Her hair. I don't know what the terminology is for donkeys.
Mane.
Yeah.
Unless you put a wig on it.
Alright, certified horse hater. You know what a mane is?
I got no problem with donkeys. My beef is with horses and horses alone.
I think it's done.
Okay. Everyone's gonna hate this.
But hey, did you have fun? We had fun, right?
I had fun. Did you have fun?
It is an experience.
Yeah,
but I
that
had
makes
fun.
sense. Okay.
And then we end the scene with that donkey considering a career in finance. Stupid. So it is. It's Ashton's turn.
Okay, well then. I pick 8 of Hearts.
8 of Hearts. All right. So you are going to spend your day relaxing, or attempt to anyway. What are you going to attempt to do to relax?
Probably just lay in the grass.
Just lay on the grass?
Yep.
Okay, good enough. Roll those dice, see if you successfully lay on the grass. I don't know what the hell to tell you. If you fail here, I'm not gonna lie.
I failed. It's a 5.
Would you like to spend a token, or are we going to fail in the grass?
I'll spend my token.
Okay, yeah, reroll.
Just a reroll.
Attempt to have a good day on the grass. One more time.
That's a 10.
There we go. All right, turned it around. Tell me about your lovely day on the grass.
Yeah, so, Ash was just hanging out. Felix has found his way, next to him. So he's kind of like, you know, when you were younger in those science classes, and like they either make you play with flames, or like some people will do it with like their own lighters, where they'll like put their hand through the flame, and as long as it's not like a blue flame, then you don't get burned, kind of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much like how he pets Felix, essentially, is he just like kind of runs his hand through like Felix's flames. And like, as long as he doesn't sit there too long, he's perfectly fine. And so, I mean, he pretty much just spends his day just chilling in the grass, thinking about the big show that he and Jed are going to put of fireworks for the end of the party, kind of a deal.
Nice. Yeah. I love it. That this game is the essence of summer, and I think that captures it. Just laying in the grass, kind of just blowing a deck. That's great. Well, I wish we could do that a little more often. Unfortunately, I am allergic to all grass. Not all grass, but when it blooms in the spring, it's a bad time for the kid. It is Ruby's turn.
Okay. Let's see what we got going on here.
With you guys, there's no telling.
Okay, I got the 7 of clubs.
All right, another project. So you technically have 2 unfinished. You can attempt to save the Sasha Fierce Donkey Pageant, or you can finish saving the Rec Center.
I am going.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Did Janice and oh my god, Janice and Ava, did you guys collect your tokens for failing at the donkey decoration?
No, I didn't.
Great. All right, sorry, continue.
I am going to try and finish the rec center.
Okay. Give me a roll. See if you can achieve it.
Emphasis on the try.
Yeah, what was the number you drew again?
I drew a 7.
Okay, good luck.
Oof. I got a 7 exactly. What does that mean?
That means you have, not only do you do it, but you have a special day of doing it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
If you get it exact, it is a special day. So you will get another token. Go ahead and add a token. You finish the project, so tomorrow is going to be a celebration day for you guys. Yeah, you do an exceptional job finishing the task of restoring the rec center. So tell me how you do it. As a matter of fact, what I want you to do is tell me how you do it, and then describe the finished rec center. What's it like?
So I drank a diet energy drink this time to kind of like make it the symptoms not as intense, but still get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I use the power of Garby and his trash sculpting skills to like make little dioramas of like everyone's like interests and like little scenes that we live during the summer at the camp, and it's like a little exhibit almost.
Aww.
And yeah, and it's just like a cute chill little place, and there's little like seating areas where you can just like sit and like admire the stuff, just like a fireplace, and there's like a little like place where there's like a coffee machine or hot chocolate if you need it, and like just a cozy little place that shows off the memories of the summer.
That's really nice.
And then I go in the lab and cry about it.
Oh, damn. All right, so the final vibe of the rec center, it's cozy, it's for relaxation, a place where people can come and just be.
I go in the lab and cry, but Garby is there like with a construction hat on and a tool belt on, like looking over it with pride.
That's lovely. Great work. Awesome. And with that, this day comes to a close, and we're going to have a celebration day. It's the grand reopening of the rec center. So, I mean, I'm going to let you guys play that out for a little bit of time. We are approaching kind of needing to wrap up a little bit. So here is what I'm going to do. We're going to have this, and then the day after this celebration day would technically be a preparation day for the big event. So we're going to do this. We're going to have a preparation day. We're going to have the big Sasha Fierce Donkey Pageant. And then after that, kind kind of going to want to speed run the next week, because after these next few days, all your projects are going to be done, or like the events are going to be over with, and so we're just going to kind of cruise on through to the goodbye party, so you guys can have some time to roleplay during, and then we'll have our big goodbye scene. Does that sound okay? Great. Yeah. Which, like, I'm impressed by how much we've managed to get done in, you know, the amount of time we've had. That's really nice. But for now, let's play out the grand reopening of the rec center. I think that you and Gar get to be the ones to cut the ribbon to the front door. There's a big there's a big sign that says Renaissance Center above it, and it's like big like rainbow block letters. And you guys can cut the ribbon. Everybody can enter, and I think I'm just gonna let you guys have the floor for this. Tell me about your reactions. What you think of it. You guys all worked on this, and because I think so. Who specifically worked on the rec center? It was you, and it was Letitia. Was it just you and Letitia? Yeah. Okay. Great. Both of you get a token then. You guys get to celebrate your success even more.
I think I like set up a station for like poetry reading, and specifically for like Letitia to like debut her book.
Nice.
It's like a little stage.
Book is called 21 Carriages. It's slightly different.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. I think let's open up the scene right after from your novel. You read a chapter of the novel, and you know the townspeople applaud. J and Z love it. Destiny's Child Kelly loves it. You know everybody's really into it. And then the five of you are back together in the middle of the rec center, in the middle of all these little lovely dioramas, like the scrap dioramas of your various interests and adventures over the summer.
I'm like silently crying into my hot chocolate.
Ruby, these are beautiful.
Thank you.
Ruby, you should be so proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Really nice. You guys need to stop saying nice things to me. It's too much.
Well,
You
these are
need to accept them.
hard.
No one's ever been this nice to me all at once before. Oh.
Do you want hot chocolate?
Yeah, this one's kind of watery and salty. I got a lot of tears in it.
Oh, honey. Like,
Oh, I'm gonna go make you some more hot chocolate. Do you like marshmallows in it?
I mean, I don't want to waste it. Should I just drink it?
No.
Oh.
It's just not gonna drink it, but it's just like, they don't need to worry. Like, she doesn't need to worry about that.
I go make her some more hot chocolate.
So, how did everyone feel about my book? You all got free copies because you're special.
Yeah,
Can you
absolutely
sign
loved it.
Yeah, did you sign the cover?
I will absolutely sign them. Just scrambling on like the very huge portrait of herself on the back. There you go. No, inside the book. It's inside.
I'm gonna frame it.
I love it. I sobbed while you read. It was amazing.
It was so beautiful.
Thank you.
I can see where Zendaya learned it all from.
So proud she was my editor.
Oh my god!
That's so cool.
That's insane!
I just said, look, she may not be able to swim well, but damn, she could really edit some work.
She could write.
Izzy just pats Herman on the head.
Reggie's doing a wordle.
It's kind of rude in the middle of this event.
He forgot to do it today. He has to keep his place in front of Ruby.
I look like over Reggie's shoulder and see his username, and I walk out the room.
Oh no, what drama?
No.
Oh no.
I like shoot the hot chocolate back like it's a shot of alcohol.
Are you okay?
And I
That
start
was hot chocolate.
I'm just pacing. I'm like, I have been stood up by a possum.
It doesn't mean anything.
I won the
Reggie-
junior spelling bee 3 times in a row, and I can't beat a possum.
No, Ruby, it's just, I think...
No, I got burnt out because they made me do both Beta Club and the Honor Society, and they're just the same thing.
Do you want a hug?
Yeah.
Are you mad at me?
No,
Okay.
unless your username is freaking
Are you
Regboy
mad at
419.
Reggie?
No, I'm just jealous that he's smarter than me.
He could teach you. I'm not good at Wordles. He is, though.
I don't want to lose any of you. And after the summer I am.
You won't.
No, I give you a big hug.
I also give a big hug.
We have a group hug.
Yeah, group hug.
Group hug.
This will last forever.
Well, we can't do that. We have to go to sleep eventually, and we do have a couple other things we need to do. But for right now, we can just
Good sleep.
be in the moment.
Hey, we will
Thank you.
always have Renaissance.
We will always have
You're
Renaissance.
so right.
About 2 more acts, especially.
And on that note, we pan out from the rec center and the out of the middle group hug, and we move on to the next day, which is going to be it's going to be a day of preparation for the Sasha Fierce Donkey pageant. So this would normally be like a big role play thing. I don't know that I want to play it out because you guys have kind of already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity to say. So here's what I'm going to do. Each of you gets to roll 2d6. If any of you roll 12, you get to change this costume and absolutely smash it. If none of you do, you're going to this pageant with this 80s businesswoman donkey, and you're going to get absolutely mobbed for it. So,
You are a gracious God. Thank you.
hey, listen, don't make my head any bigger than it is. I've already got the whole.
Somebody pimp this donkey, please.
Can I use my token?
Yes. I did say you could re-roll any die with it, so yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a token too.
Please.
I also have a token.
Yeah, I'm using a
Double
token.
three.
Another token.
Okay, yeah, everybody tell me if you end up with a left out.
We're trying best here.
Yeah, I'm gonna use both of mine.
I'm using all 3.
Dang
just in
it!
case.
I didn't get it. We tried, Sasha.
With the businesswoman.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Please.
Your donkey is not Sasha. Sasha's the big sexy donkey who presides
You're
over there.
right. She'll never be.
So far, I keep going up higher. I need, please
I
give me a
got
6.
lower.
Please.
You got
I
this.
got a
would be
9
the
and
one
then I
to
got an
fix this.
11, and so just like,
Oh,
please.
you can do this. You got this.
I know the dreaded 9/11 split. Here at the Portent Kast, we recognize that.
Did you get it?
No shot. You actually did. Oh my God, Letitia, you're a fucking hero.
He's just saving the
Letitia.
day.
Oh
I
my
want to say
God.
we recorded this in February, so happy Black History Month to me, particularly.
Yes.
Fucking amazing. Okay, how many tokens did you spend to make that?
All 3.
Wow.
Like I said, it started.
Hey,
was like-
smoke him if you got him. Absolutely. All right. So,
Ooh.
since you saved the day, how are you dressing up this ass?
I think to round this out, we should pay homage to also the patron saint of Hot Girl Summer, and a costume inspired by Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know
Hey.
which one. It like I don't have one off the top of my head. Maybe something like maybe something from I think the Her music video. Like she has like a really nice hat going on for that one. So a very large hat that just drapes a flowing gown, but like some parts that are like I guess skin tight. Very fierce cat eye for this donkey.
Absolutely.
And it makes sense because it's the large ones, and she's tall, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's
If
just
we-
her.
Yeah, all this makes a lot of sense.
If we get any art commissioned for this particular game, it is this.
I need a before and after. I need a 80s businesswoman to a her, you know?
Glow up of the century.
Mhm.
Oh, fantastic.
That's her.
Oh, this is such a good game.
This is the modern Pretty Woman.
I'll have what she's having. Wow, okay, yeah. So I think we're ready to go on to the event. Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to the Sasha Fierce Donkey Pageant, a time-honored tradition here in Renaissance, where Sasha Fierce, the oldest, wisest, and sexiest donkey for 3 counties, presides over the event and chooses the second sexiest donkey to win a coveted, which you can take home and mount on the wall, and it's very prestigious for your homestead. Much like a blue ribbon would be, for a regular county fair, but this ain't no county fair. This is some serious shit. So you guys are there. You have what's this donkey's name? Ava.
You're muted right now.
Yeah. Tina Snow.
Tina Snow.
It's a beautiful white donkey.
Excellent.
It's still homage to Megan Thee Stallion, but
Yeah, you gotta take. Okay, yeah, you got Tina Snow walking proudly in front of you all the turning heads. Donkeys are just breaking their necks to look. It is an astounding look that you've given her. You see all kinds of other donkeys dressed up in. I wish you guys had not described it as sexy. Other donkeys dressed up in various outfits of various, levels of sensuality. We'll say.
Is there
to be
any
polite.
wardrobe malfunction?
I don't know what would qualify on a donkey. I'm going to be real with. And I don't want to get into it particularly. As a matter of fact, the more I talk about this event, the less comfortable I am with. So... Okay, so we're just gonna roll on through. Unless you guys have any specific roleplay you want to do.
Just like a smash cut to a framed picture of the winner.
For those of you listening and not watching, I have never seen every single player's head shake at the same time to just absolutely reject the scene. So we're gonna move right on. You guys win, and that's all we're gonna say about that. Day 8. Okay, so because we are a little bit strapped for time, we have about 20 minutes left. We are going to speedrun this week, so we're not going to play out everyday scenes for every single day. We're going to try to get to the goodbye party so that you guys can have your goodbye scene, have plenty of time to say goodbye to your mons, have a satisfying conclusion to your summer. So what I'm going to do instead is I want to go around to each of you. I'm going to give you a chance to play out a scene, like what you think is like an important scene for your character to get through before the summer ends. So we're just going to have like, and it can be like a thing you do for multiple days. So like if you pick like a scene with your mon, it can be like, okay, I'm going to train with my mon for like the next week or so to help it get over some issue it's got, or I'm going to have fun and relax and like meet people in town because I didn't really get to do that all summer. I'm going to spend some time with Gran, or like whatever you want to do. Like whatever like the big burning thing for your character is. We're going to resolve that in these scenes, and then we're going to have our goodbye party, and then we're going to have our final goodbye scene. We're going to board a train, and the summer's going to end. Sound all right? Fantastic. So because we start in reverse order as usual, we're going to go with I think we'd be starting with Ruby, right? Yeah. So Ruby, we're gonna start with you. What is Ruby sort of last week of summer like leading up to the goodbye party?
I think she's going to go into the lab because they've got computers there. Create a Facebook account.
Okay.
She's never had one. And send friend requests to all of the people she met at camp. But like, it's the scariest thing she's ever done in her life. Like, this is the first time she's gotten over the fear of rejection enough to like do something like this.
To try to like make like a connection that will last.
Yes, and then she's going to literally like place the monitor face down and walk out of the lab.
Wow. That's great. That's a big hurdle. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Would you like to like play out in traditional game fashion, or do you just want to wrap up on this?
She's just gonna look at the second sexiest donkey and
Tina Snow,
land, Miss Tina Snow, and
Thank you.
just reminisce on all the good times and just about how nice it is to have met these people and gone through this crazy summer.
Wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. Ashton, what about you?
So Ashton will have been training Felix basically to run really fast around seeming obstacles. That'll play a big part for the after party.
Okay. Got it. Jed.
What does playing an ace mean? Does that mean anything?
An ace. That's just like basically a guaranteed success.
Oh, okay.
Because you would just roll on it.
So I would like to play Ace of Spades.
Okay.
And I want to go look for the ghost again.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I won't even make you roll. Because
Cool.
you're playing an ace and like you can't match it regardless, so you're just going to succeed. So yeah, you go out into the woods at night. Not the woods, the cornfield. That's where the ghost lives. Gotta keep continuity. And Reggie follows close behind. And yeah, in the center of the cornfield again. Same as last time. That ghost horse stands proud.
Eager too.
Oh, okay.
Step one of getting them back together. But yeah.
Got it. Yeah, you are once again before the ghost horse.
I try to ask it a question.
Try.
What's your name?
Sorry. You whisper reverently, "What's your name?" And oh, I don't have anything. I was trying to find another reference I could drop, but there's not really a good one. I want to make this satisfying for you. I think the horse turns back to you, and the horse speaks, and it speaks in this deep, rumbling voice, and it says, something.
Megan A. Stallion. Wow. That's your name?
It stomps you to death right there in the corner. No. No. Oh, Boise. Okay.
I think I want to just say, I want to tell the ghost about the ranch, and then say that I want them to be there at the party. I have someone I want them to meet.
Okay. Okay, yes, it speaks to you in a rumbling voice then. And it says, the quest for my true name persists long after my death, but I will consider attending your event.
I drop to one knee again, and so does Eager and Reggie. We bow.
It steps over to you, the ethereal hooves that you cannot see gliding gently across the dirt of the cornfield. And it leans down to Eager, and it says, you reek of villainy. And then it disappears again into mist.
But we're working on it, I say, pretending that it's still the horse. Okay, then we go back.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
it's okay. I got scared because you disappeared.
That's my V. Yeah,
I'm sorry about not having any horse dialogue ready.
like, oh, no.
Once again, we do care about object permanence here.
Here at the Portent Kast. All right, Izzy. What's your last week of summer like?
Honestly, just like spending time with everyone. And like definitely giving out like contact information. And a lot of spending time with Herman. Of like trying to get it used to not like object permanence, trying to get it used to not having him around like all the time.
Yeah.
And is very much trying to be like, this is business. This is just business.
Yeah.
This is all this is. I'm not attached at all.
Yeah. I think that you've worked on this enough where like Doe gets it, you know. There's a clear understanding now that like it has come to kind of accept that you know, may not be around you know, in the future. But I think there's also it's also very apparent that this bond between you is like, no matter how far apart you are, it's always going to be there in some way. You can't escape it. You've made a connection. Ooh.
Oh my
That's
God,
right.
yeah. Like, I'm not gonna attach. This is your response. And then it's the one that's feeding and taking care of the fucking pet.
This was a Strand type game the whole time.
I become a parent.
And Letitia, what is your last week of summer like?
She is going to spend most of her time with her mom, trying to get her more comfortable with swimming. It doesn't have to be deep lake swimming, just comfortable being back in the water. And she'll invite her friends to be moral support or like assistant coaches in getting Zendaya across that finish line.
Absolutely. And I think with a week of dedicated training, you can absolutely achieve it.
Oh yeah.
I think by the time you leave on that train, Zendaya's ready, land, sea, wherever she ends up.
World.
Surf, turf, whatever you got, she's ready for it. All right. We have not very long, so we're gonna go to the goodbye party. And I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys to tell me about this party. It's just at the farmhouse. It's nothing like crazy, glamorous, excessive, but you guys have a bunch of party food, you're playing music, your mons are dancing around, it's a great time. So with the last, let's take 5 minutes. Let's go around. Who's everybody spending their time with? What happens at this party that's notable?
Izzy has put so much effort into actually making the party happen. And has put like so much effort into like decorating and stuff, and is probably, if this is like a party like in the evening or whatever, has definitely spent several hours prior setting up for everything, just so that like everyone else can just focus on having fun. Izzy's just like, okay, I'll plan everything, y'all have fun, enjoy the party, kind of thing.
Very noble.
Letitia has spent time finalizing her poems for everyone, and she's just gonna like tuck them into their bags so they can find it for later. She doesn't want to make a big hoopla, and then she'll double check some things to make sure that the most flammable things are like flame proof, just in case. Just in case.
See, and this is a sign you've all grown very.
I think Jed, Reggie, and Eager, we all worked on our little gifts together, and we drew like portraits, not like portraits, but like little doodles of things that remind me of each of you. And Reggie has a little square at the bottom, and then Eager just signs his name because he just got here. But I give that to everyone. I have one for Gran as well.
Aw.
And then I'm finding Ashton to figure out what mischief caused in the last.
Yeah, I was waiting to get to Ashton because I figured it's at least whatever you're cooking up. What about Ruby? What's Ruby doing at the party?
I think first for like gifts, I think she went like full like school project mode and made like little shoebox dioramas of everyone's section of the rec center that was like inspired by them, and like handed them out, and then proceeded to like go in like a quieter part of the party and like eat brand non-specific candy bars while crying and feed the wrappers to Garby.
Oh, I have one more thing, just real quick. She
Yeah,
is going to include like. She sold the book, obviously, because duh, she wants to make some money. But she's gonna include like maybe a 10% cut and just like slip it into Ruby's bag because she was inspiration.
Oh, nice. Awesome. All right. Before we get to Ashton and Jed's after party, Ashton, are you doing anything at the party proper that you want to note?
I mean, he'll pretty much just be mingling and stuff. He's not really like he's more open with the group now, but like he wasn't really that open when this whole summer started. Excuse me. And so yeah, he's just like taking everything in, kind of like more on the quiet side because we're all about to leave and stuff.
Yeah. That party boy persona kind of dampened a little bit by the realization, like, oh man, this is the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he remembers that he has to finish everything off with a bang, and so he takes Jed, and they go out into like the least flammable part of like the farm, essentially, and like there are buckets and stuff of water that they've set up and stuff, and essentially like they have set up the fireworks, but it's not your usual like clump of fireworks that people have. It's literally the entire field is like looks kind of like a minesweep of fireworks and stuff. And so once like everyone is like ready for the last show kind of a deal, he sets Velix out, and Velix literally like, so you see this like little bouncing, and he'll go like from yellow to orange to red, and he's like bouncing his way through the fireworks and lighting them up while he's doing it.
What a visual treat. Yeah. Just this beautiful dancing, like flickering light, and just this absolute cacophony of noise and light, and it is beautiful. It is kind of scary. It is the perfect way to cap off a chaotic and beautiful summer.
Did the ghost come back?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Well, I only have a few left. But yeah, I think as the fireworks die down, looking up at like the falling ashes and like the last, like everybody's kind of like cleaning their ears out a little bit. Yeah, you look to the edge where the fireworks were all going off, and you see, looking up, as if he were watching the fireworks, the ghost horse.
Ashton, look, there he is.
And right as Ashton turns his head, the ghost horse fades away.
What? No. What am I looking at?
The horse, the ghost. Did you see it?
Where?
Did you see it?
Where? No?
I throw a walk.
And as Ashton's head follows the rock, we go to our final scene. It is the next morning. Everyone's very tired. Everyone's got their bags. Everyone's eyes are from either openly or privately weeping. And one by one, you each board the train, and as you do, Gran gives you a little kiss on the cheek and hands you a little framed picture, and it's of all of you and your mons. And she has even like gone in and like taped a little picture of Eager into each one to commemorate. And as each of you leave, she tells you how proud she is of you, how lovely each of you were, and how much you helped the village. And you all look at each other, and like as you leave one by one on your various trains, you feel certain that you hope to see each other again, but even if you don't, you made beautiful, lifelong bonds that can never be broken. You spent your summer well, and you did solve a crime, so good job. And with that, the summer is ended, and thank you for playing.
Thank you for dealing with this chaos.
It is a genuine honor and pleasure. All of you are fantastic to play with. Wow, that was so fun.
This was so chaotic.
Yeah.
I never expect anything to be as chaotic as it actually is, and then I remember that Janice and Tess exist.
Yeah, no, you two are the absolute, just like accelerant to a roadhouse. You are.
I was okay, so I did get really anxious. Oh wait, are you? We'll have a little post game discussion, Yeah.
but I want to say thank you all for playing. I had a wonderful time with you. Thank you to me for running a wonderful game. I did a great job. But most of all, thank you, Deborah in Massachusetts, for tuning in to this episode of A Summer of TTRPGs. I hope to see you for the next one, and I'm so excited I haven't got to say this yet. May the dice guide you to beautiful friendships. Bye! And we're done.
And we're done. Cut.